I'm taking a save, guys. All right, gonna happen. We're live now. Hey, we're live. What's up with that, guys? How you doing? Welcome to the Friday night party here at Welcome to the Party. This is our Tomb of Annihilation game called Heart of Darkness. And with me today, I have a number of lovely people finally, after like 4 weeks off, all my fault for moving, we finally get to come back and play. So I have no expectation that any of these amazing humans remember what the hell we were doing, because it's been forever. And so I've written up a little starter thing for us. But before we get into that, I got two things to say. First is, I love you people. And I mean that seriously. We have had some huge growth over the last 12 weeks that we've been around. We have double-digit subscribers. I'm not going to say how many because we don't really count, but we have subscribers. Our follower count grows off of every game. We have an amazing Discord. We have an amazing set of DMs and players, and we have this amazing community growing up. And I wanted to tell y'all who are watching and who I'm playing with and everybody how much I appreciate the love and support for this concept that I think has been shown. And so we do this because we love to share our love of D&D and playing with each other and having a good time, and to try and help other people do the same thing, right? That's what Welcome Party's all about. And so it's working, and that's kind of cool. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is we have 11 shows now. You can literally turn us on any afternoon or evening and watch some Welcome to the Party D&D. And we have just a huge number of folks. So, if you want to, hit the follow button. If not, that's okay too. We just love having you here. And with that, we're going to go around the room and say hi to everybody. We're going to start with the amazing Miss Kimages.
Hello, I'm Kimages. On Twitch, it's just Kimages. And on Twitter, it's Kimages TV. And I play in 3 games now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm super excited because you just can't get enough D&D. And it's all thanks to this guy, and yeah, and these people for making me love this game so much. So I'm just happy to be here. And I missed you all.
We missed you too. Who are you playing tonight?
Oh, yeah, that might be important. So, I play Kazara. She's a level 6 Aasimar sorcerer, favored by the Raven Queen, and she's, like, kind of really coming into her own lately. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. How about you, Sven? Mr. No Introduction.
Hi, I'm Sven. My name's Noah. I play Sven, the old man fighter, who is getting older the longer we don't play. So we got to keep playing to keep him alive. But he acts as a mentor and tutor, but seeing as Kazara has really come into her own, he needs new direction in his life. And that's so far standing up to his old bitter rival, who is now dead, like Sven should not be. That's probably confusing, but I do remember that a big plot point was we met an old villain in Sven's old coterie of knights that he had to turn down joining in order to remain on the railroad of good. So that's where we're staying. And I hope you guys enjoy the show. It's good to be back.
It's great to have you.
We're losing Sven a little bit.
Oh, so it looks like you're popping in and out a little, Mr. Sven.
My microphone?
Yeah, a little. While you're getting that fixed, let's move over to Miss Nancy Druid.
Hello, I'm Nancy Druid. And I play Jax. She's a Tabaxi bard, and she has recently had to deal with some she has to face some of her inner feelings that she has in a very fixed time constraint. So she's really coming to terms with what she wants and how to go for it exactly. So I'm excited to.
Ow! Goddamn! You gotta go for it.
Yeah.
All right. Twitch or Twitter?
Oh yeah.
If you care.
Twitter is at the Nancy Druid. I'm kind of a little bit MIA right now just because I'm busy running around doing things, but that is my Twitter. Yay!
Yay! And then Mr. Than Rand.
here I am. I'm Thanrand, and you can find me on 3 separate games here on Welcome to Party because you can't get enough D&D.
It's not wrong.
And Twitter Thanrand, Instagram Thanrand, Twitch Thanrand, everywhere is Thanrand. Hey. I like to have fun, and I'm playing Vim, who is a rogue, half-elf rogue, who's trying to be more assertive. He's not maybe not successful. We don't know yet.
Attempting assertiveness. Cool. And then, last but most certainly not least, the amazing Miss Katie Lynn.
Hello, I'm Caitlin. I don't stream, and I'm hardly ever on Twitter.
But we love you anyways.
I play a elf ranger named Bren, and I have a companion wolf named Ghost, and I like trying to shoot stuff.
Yeah. Awesome. And I am Throck, also on Twitter at ThrockPlays. And of course, we have our Welcome to the Party Twitter, which is Welcome Party RPG. And you're obviously here on twitch.tv/Welcome Party. So thank you for joining us. There was a lot of introductions and a lot of getting things ready, but we have not been around for a while, so I thought it was worth it. So without any further ado, is everybody ready to play some game?
Wait, are we playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight?
We might be playing Dungeons and Dragons tonight.
I signed up for Dragons only. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to.
I only wanted dungeons.
Yeah.
There's only so much I can do to help you people. You guys.
I'd like to speak to the manager, please.
I love hate you.
Oh, wait.
Okay, we're starting. That's all the wistful I will have.
No more fun.
No more fun for you! Our adventurers are on a collision course with destiny. A great plague has spread across creation, leeching the life out of those who have been magically resurrected and capturing the souls of all those who have died. And the band has taken it upon themselves to put a stop to it. To do so, they have delved deep into the jungles of Primal Chult, a land of dinosaurs and deadly undead, to find the lost city of Omu. Deep beneath that mystical city sits the Soulmonger, a foul device created by the Lich Acerak to collect all the souls in creation and form them into a new, dark deity. Our party has just left the great Oracle of Oralunga, where, along with learning the true intentions of Acerak, they picked up 2 companions, Artisimber, an adventurer from the Forgotten Realms in search of his lost wife, and Artis's companion Dragonbait, a strange little bipedal dragon lizard thing from far across the plains, who can only communicate through smell. With them as well are their guide, the albino dwarf Musharib, and the crew of porters helping to lug all of their gear, led by the gruff Chalton Yappa. The crew finds themselves now on the road to Nangalore in order to... I had to turn down the music a little because it's very loud. In order to procure a few incredibly important flowers and herbs, incredibly rare flowers and herbs to pay off a blood debt incurred by the party's tabaxi bard, Jax. In the moments before we begin, the party was ambushed by 3 large frost giants who, it turned out, were after a specific magical artifact in possession of Artis. And it is here, in the moments after that battle, that we finally join our characters again. You guys and Artis and Dragonbait find yourself standing around the corpse of 3 dead frost giants. As you may or may not remember from the last fight, they had put this giant lightning trap down on the ground and were able to kind of keep you guys in it for a while. You were able to finally break out of it and finally be able to defeat them, but a number of you were beat up, and Artis had said, "I think this is my fault," and that's where we ended.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, what do you mean it's your fault?
How is this your fault
I
exactly?
blame you.
We all hate you. You better sort of explain it.
Well, you see, I'm, as we talked about, I've been around for a long time. Yeah, I've been waiting for my wife, who disappeared about 250 years ago. The thing that's keeping me going is what those guys were after. And he pulls off his glove, like one at a time. The entire time he's wearing gloves, by the way. And as he puts up his hand, tattooed on his fingers, you see Faith, faith, tattooed onto each of his knuckles. And on his ring finger, I think, ring finger, right? Ring finger? On his ring finger, there is a thick silver band inlaid with what looks like incredibly intricate platinum and weaving in the shape of snowflakes and kind of just weaving their way very, very small. You see almost veins of ice coming off of the ring and attaching themselves to his finger. Because that, I think, is what they're looking for. And he puts the glove back on.
Oh, that's right. I asked if we knew where I asked the Oracle if we knew who had the ring, and we figured out it was him.
Yes.
All right, then.
So what does the ring do?
Well,
Were you
obviously...
planning...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So were you planning on telling us before we almost died?
No.
For this?
No, this isn't
So
something
he waited until after we almost died.
No. I mean, this is... I will tell you this is not something I normally share with people because obviously people are after me, and the less people I tell, the word doesn't travel as far, but somehow they know. And there's not going to be just 3 of them, I'd guess. There's probably more out there somewhere. But the first thing that ring does is extends my life. It allows me to wait for my beloved. And that, to me, is its most important property. It has others as well. I'd prefer not to share those immediately, if you don't mind. But, I mean, from looking at it, you can maybe kind of guess, right? It's very frosty. It's called the Ring of Winter. And so it has powers over ice and snow. But specifically, I'd like to... I don't use it much unless I absolutely have to.
Does something bad happen when you use it?
No. It's just incredibly powerful, and it should be used with responsibility because using it brings attention.
Right.
So yeah, that's my big secret. And you start to smell this like honeysuckle smell coming off of dragon bait.
Oh, that's new, isn't it?
Yeah, it's appreciation, artist says.
That's why no one ever appreciates us.
Yeah. I think it means he appreciates that I said that. I've smelled that before whenever he's thankful, so I think that's the same thing. Yeah. And Dragon Bait like shakes his head. Yeah.
Dragon bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
Dragon Bait. Hoo-ha-ha.
His name is Dragon Bait.
Dragon Bait.
I love this guy.
I had forgotten about that, and as soon as you said dragon bait, I'm like,
So, knowing this about me, I want to give you the choice. We have a very similar goal. I believe that the destruction of the Soulmonger will allow the true city of Mesro to reappear. If you remember from our last conversation, you're going to hear that a little bit tonight, people. Mesro is believed to be a destroyed city. In fact, destroyed by the same Yonti master who currently resides in Omu. But it wasn't truly destroyed. The mages there moved it and left ruins in its place. The Oracle told me that only upon the destruction of the Soulmonger and the elimination of Azrak from this plane will I meet my wife again. But I am also a danger to you. And it's not in me to bring harm to other people willfully. So if you need me and Dragonbait to go, knowing what you know now, we will.
where would you go if we said to leave? Where would you go right now?
Well, I know we probably couldn't make our way through Omu by ourselves. So we'd probably seek other help in the hopes that we didn't get ambushed again. My job, my mission, my hope in life is to be reunited with my wife. I'm going to do what it takes to make that happen. But it doesn't mean that I should put other people's lives at stake.
Everyone's lives at stake right now.
Well, you do seem to bring a little bit more trouble with you than we'd originally anticipated. But I also can't, in good conscience, let you go off to your death on your own.
Yeah, I feel the
I
same
actually
way.
have a theory
Yes, Sven, please help us.
that it's the swirling miasma of danger that surrounds each and every one of us that keeps us so safe. It just kind of cancels it all out.
Is that how that works?
I believe so. I've been reading these scripts, and I've come to the conclusion that because every single one of us is infinitely dangerous to the survival of each other, we're actually totally good.
You get
It's
the
like the
smell of...
lesser of 500 evils.
The lesser of 500 evils. Yeah.
It's true.
A smell of peanut butter fills the air after that. Artist looks up and goes, "That's skepticism."
I agree. Oh, damn.
Oh, it's interesting. I had a skepticism and jelly sandwich this morning, so...
I find peanut butter so agreeable.
Love peanut butter. I love it.
So
In
good.
real life, Dan Rand loves peanut butter. Like, loves.
So does Throcky Poo.
Okay.
This guy.
So if you were to come with us, we have many goals. The Omu is one of them.
Yes.
Would you be willing to help us on our journey?
What else are you trying to do?
We're looking for Nangalore.
I mean, I kind of know where that is. I've been past where it is.
We need to get to Nangalore. We need to find some herbs to pay off.
It's a good place for it. It's a big garden. Yeah, you would not go wrong going there. Yeah, for herbs. I mean, although we're in a jungle, can't you just not?
No, that's not an option.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going to Nangalore. We are
kinda-
going to Nangalore
yeah.
now.
My blood's on the line.
See, that Tabaxi is my dearest friend. And until recently was my only friend. And her life's on the line. We're going to Nangalore.
Yeah.
After Nangalore, Omu, the fucking bleeding heart in the sky, whatever, we're going for these things. Which aligns with you. Would you be willing to come with us to Nangalore first?
Yeah, bleeding heart. You mean the heart of Ubtao?
Ubtao.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Why are you going to Ubtao? It's just it's an Earth mote. I mean, it's
Someone's
just-
waiting for us there.
Oh, fun. Okay, so you know we're gonna pass it on the way to Nangalore, right?
Sure.
But you want to go to Nangalore first? I'm trying to. Yes, I will come with you. Of
the
course.
party can decide. That's all I need to know.
There's
Are you with
not
us?
another. You guys seem incredibly adept in that fight. You were super handy, and I've worked with adventurers a lot in the past. Although I've worked mostly with Dragon Bait here for the last couple of years, and you guys have talent, and you seem to be my best bet to get where I need to go. So if there's a few way stations along the way, who am I to turn that down?
Then we're agreed.
Okay.
Are we agreed? I look to everybody else.
Sure.
Yes.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Herbs.
All right. So what are we gonna?
So we have to literally pass straight past the heart of Ubtao to get to Nangalore, if I'm looking at the map correctly.
Yeah. It is actually exactly where it is on the map at this time.
And Ubtao is where Creek is, right?
It is indeed where Krieg is.
Well, I say we do what's geographically closest, but that's just me.
It's on the way. It's on the way. There's no use circling it. Just want this business done.
Artist, is there anything else we can expect to encounter since you're traveling with us?
I mean,
Anything you want to?
it's likely the Red Wizards are after me too, and probably the Flaming Fist.
Well, we've
Is
encountered them
everyone
already.
after you?
Yeah, is anyone not after you?
Yeah.
A better question would be yes.
I mean, it's a relatively powerful artifact. A group of highly powerful necromancers, of course, want it, and they have tried to take it from me before. But I think that's probably it.
I think I missed like one of the most recent sessions, but was he pretty competent in helping protect us since he's joined? Okay. I was like, what do you give us in exchange for letting us?
He's very competent.
Okay. All right.
He does
He's higher
not
level
suck.
than us, right?
He's not a character level. He is Artis
He's
Simber.
his own
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yep. So, what's your plan, team? Tell me what you're going to do. You are where you are on the map, where the little party thing is. So,
I vote we head towards the heart of Ubtao. That's my vote.
Jax.
How far away is Oaktown compared to Mangalore?
so
I believe the red
Nangalore.
X here is.
Yeah, Nangalore is the big red X on the map. It's about 10 days. Heart of Ubtao, where it stands now, is about 4 days.
But we could
It's
skirt it if we
closer.
really
I mean,
wanted
it's
to.
fine. If you want to go there first.
If we really wanted to, we could
Fine.
skip and go over here. But I mean, it's
Well, wasn't there?
Jax. It's your blood. It's your life,
There's
Jax.
something more pressing.
I would rather go to Bangalore, but I mean, if nobody's gonna side with me,
I mean, we
Well, I'm
might as
fine
well.
with
We're
it
gonna
too.
go
That's
there
what
either
I'm
way.
thinking, is let's go there and get what we need before we go to the heart of Oaktown.
okay.
Perhaps there's something else in Bangalore
I'm
that will help
down.
us.
I mean, it's my blood.
Okay, so we will assume that you have taken a long rest. I know we all started the game pretty low on all things hit point related. So
Thank
Yeah.
you, Dungeon Master.
you guys nigh on died in that fight. And so
Darn tootin'.
1 hit point.
yeah.
I had a tad more than that.
All right. The next morning comes, and y'all get ready to pack. We're going to do, instead of narrating this hex by hex, especially because you've been across a little bit of it first, we're going to do 2 skill challenges. So here's how this works. A skill challenge, your goal is to navigate through the Aldani Basin, which is essentially the Everglades, and then through thick jungle to Nangalore, right? We're going to do this in 2 phases. Phase 1 is going to be the Aldani Basin. Phase 2 is going to be the move to Nangalore, right? So we're going to make 2 different skill challenges. In a skill challenge, to roll a skill to help the team, you must have proficiency in that skill. If you can give me an argument for why a skill would be useful, you can use that skill and roll it.
And what are the 2 types of terrain we have to go across?
One is essentially swampland, and the other is jungle.
Okay. I will say I'm a natural explorer of the jungle. And so I have advantage in that because it's my favorite terrain.
So you will have advantage on survival checks there, right? And nature checks, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, so difficult terrain won't slow us down.
Right.
We won't get lost unless it's by magical means.
Yep. So in this case, what I'm going to do is for the second half of this journey, I'm going to lower the DC. But what I want to do is anybody can participate in the challenge, but you don't have to participate in the challenge if you don't feel like you have a skill. but each of you can throw out a skill that you think might be relevant to getting you guys safely past this, where a place you know is infested with the undead, right? The Eldani Basin, safely. And then through the jungle where you have not explored before to Nangalore. So let's start with getting you guys past the Eldani Basin. You each get to choose a skill that you think, and you must be proficient in it, that you think can help you get past this.
Stealth.
Okay.
I would say religion because of the undead.
Okay.
Perception.
Perfect.
I don't
Dexterity
know.
For like kind of, I would say like climbing on trees and like looking for predators ahead and stuff.
So what was the skill you wanted to use?
Dexterity?
Do you have athletics or acrobatics?
I have acrobatics.
Okay. Acrobatics would be a preferred way to climb. So if you're proficient in acrobatics, that would get you to where you want to go if you want to use it. In terms of meeting that goal of scouting ahead for folks.
Am I the only one who doesn't have one yet?
Yes.
Yes.
And you don't have to have one if you don't feel you have one that's useful for this.
We'll just
That's
carry
okay,
you.
too.
It's fine.
Okay. By the way, love the move to skill challenges. Those things are great.
Yes.
I love them.
They're so fun.
Boy, gosh, golly, I could invoke my repertoire of history to relay facts of the local land. Does that work?
Yes, I'll allow it. Especially because you guys have been here for a little while and you've had the opportunity to be observant and you spent some time in Port Nyanzaru. Yeah, I'm 100% for it. It's a proficient skill for you, so it's perfect. Okay, so let's just kind of go.
Locate landmarks.
Yeah, no, and that's great. Yeah, I love it. It actually, the more we talk about it, the more I think it makes sense.
Woo! Hold on.
All right.
Okay.
So let's go around the clock, starting with Bryn. And everybody roll me the skill that you wanted to. So, Bryn, let's see yours first. Nice. Vim. Jax. Nice. Sven.
Doink.
Nice! God, you guys are killing it! Kazara.
Gotta do it.
I mean, you guys did great. Over the course of the next 6 days,
We walked across the water, like on top.
you literally walked on the water. You floated on the water, actually. Jesus-like, as he did. Moving through the high grasses and the swampland of the Eldani Basin is difficult. Even more so knowing that there's a large number of incredibly dangerous undead patrols out there. At one point, Bryn, as you're moving ahead of the group, you actually see a Tyrannosaurus Rex starting to move in your direction, and the closer it gets, the more you realize that it's undead. And around it are a number of martially clad, blue skin kind of wasted away in the flesh humanoids who are obviously undead soldiers wrangling this thing and taking it somewhere. But thanks to Vim's stealth, you guys are able to skirt around it. However, about 4 days into the journey, Jax is climbing up in one of the trees, and she sees ahead of her this obsidian obelisk. And given her connection to magic, she was able to also realize that there's something magical about it, but it wasn't. She wasn't sure what. Luckily, Sven was there and was able to tell her that this was an ancient trap set by the former emperors of the Chalton Peninsula. Those who got too close to it would fall in love with the land they were on and refuse to leave. Finally, as you were moving through the edge of the basin, you came upon a patrol another patrol of these undead soldiers. They had just moved off from where you were. And as you saw the bodies that lay before you, each had a very specific mark over its chest. Kazara, with her understanding of life and death, both through her connection to the Raven Queen and through her general knowledge of religion, was able to stop these zombies from raising and becoming more soldiers in the army of Krieg. And with that, you guys made your way across the Eldani Basin.
Yay!
Woo!
Yes.
That could have gone horribly.
Yeah, that could have gone really bad.
But
But
we're
it
all
didn't.
too damn smart and skilled
Yeah.
and talented. And artists didn't do anything.
Artist.
Hey, it's all about the players. It's all about players.
Is that backpack comfortable, artist?
You like that? You like that? I'm carrying you on my back.
See,
I got a little
we
bit of
got enough
backache.
talent to carry all the danger everywhere.
I need a backiotomy. Okay, so you're welcome. Next phase of the skill challenge, I want you to go around again and tell me skills you think might be useful moving through heavy jungle. Unexplored heavy jungle. Sure, stealth. Okay, yeah, I get it. You're going to try and make everyone sneaky. Got it.
I have a +10. That's
I know. You're a rogue. It's what you do.
Survival.
bar sneaky.
Bryn, you're going to have advantage on that.
Yep.
What might we encounter in the jungle? Besides jungle?
All sorts of beasties. Think about everywhere you've traveled and the crap that you've run into along the way. Everything from angry goblins to flights of killer pterodactyls to undead randomly running around to dinosaurs. You name it, it might be out there.
Kazara's gonna go with intimidation.
Explain.
I don't know if maybe I can kind of like thaumaturgy my way into scaring things out of our path, or just from messing with us too much. Or if
Okay.
I should have to verbally intimidate.
So you're saying is if you guys run into something you don't want to deal with, you want to be able to use your intimidation via thaumaturgy to scare it away.
If that's allowed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Okay, that
let's do it.
sounds
Okay.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Play lullaby songs to subdue the
You can use the same skills again. There's no reason. I like the creativity of picking new skills, and I want to reward you for that and encourage that, but you don't have to.
Well,
Figure out.
so play lullaby songs. No, I guess that I would just probably do the same thing. I mean,
We already know you like climbing up a tree.
yeah.
Oh, ha!
For those of you new to the show,
So I'll climb all the trees.
the NPC cleric of the party is a tree person. And they happen, Jackson, the tree person, whose name is Bayer, happen to have feelings for each other. And so cat tree jokes have abounded. Just FYI. Anyways, yeah. No, it's totally cool to use acrobatics again. It makes a lot of sense. Climbing up through jungle trees to look around. I'm
It's a
in.
good slow burn.
It's a slow burn. And then last, Sven, do you have anything you would like to add?
Yeah, I'm gonna help out. I'm going to use my skill of persuasion to inspire the party through grand speeches to try and encourage them not to give up. When we crest one hill, coast down it, and start climbing another, I tell them to remain in their spirits, stay strong. The tack in our bags will hold us. The water will sustain us. Stuff will turn out okay.
I love it. Okay. Yeah, totally makes sense, especially given what you tend to do on short rests and over an hour or just generally in combat. No, it's totally in
Outing
keeping.
me? speech is right. Yeah.
With your speeches, yes.
What did you think he meant?
What do I do on short breaks? I was like, what do I do?
What did they see me doing?
Hey there, sailor.
Fleet week.
Fleet week. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll it. We're going to go the other way around this time for funsies, starting with Kazara.
Oh, that would be me first. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I was looking for more hand holding, please.
I just. Can you hold my hand a little bit more? Okay, great. Svenjamin.
Here we go. I mean,
Here we go.
yes. Wow.
Nicely done. Okay.
First failure. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Jax.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Nice. Tree climbing. You're good at it. It's good to know.
Yeah, I am.
Vim. What? And then Bryn with advantage.
Working on it.
Unts. One more roll.
Oh my.
Well, you had advantage, so it's fine.
15 actually gets an additional 3 because my wisdom modifier, I'm proficient in it, and so it doubles whenever I'm in my favored terrain.
Got you. Yep, that makes total sense. Okay, so it's an 18. That's great. Okay, team.
I was trying to fix it on my sheet and I couldn't do it quick enough. Sorry.
As you start moving up through this very light grassland on the edge of the Eldani Basin, the trees start to rise up around you, and you no longer feel that breeze that was the sole bit of comfort of being in a swamp. It may have been humid, but at least it was a little windy. As you get under the canopy, that stultifying heat that you remember from the first time you got here, where you've truly now entered the deep jungle, starts to just pervade your armor, which you start getting rashes and all sorts of gross fungi, and you have to stop a little bit more as you go through just to kind of make sure everyone's taking care of their feet, especially your porters and things like that who are carrying the heavy stuff. A number of them are continually develop these strap burns and stuff carrying the boats and the other tents and gear that you guys have. However, about a day and a half into the jungle, Vim is stealthing up front while Kazara is kind of walking with the rest of the group, and from the side, this pack of 3-foot tall chicken-like dinosaurs with these big flurry of, what are these things called? It's not a waddle. This is a waddle. Head wings.
The comb?
The comb. Giant, combs that are
Or
this
fan.
Fan, yes. A fan of, orange and reds on them. Start, running at the party. One of the porters gets spit at by one of them, and you see him, whipping at his eyes, and Kazara steps up, and she says, or does what with her thaumaturgy?
Get the fuck out of my way.
In this booming voice that echoes through the jungle, with a crack of thunder behind it, you hear this, "Get the fuck out of my way!" And you hear this, beep, 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 as they all start turning and running. While almost simultaneously with this, Bryn realizes as you guys are moving forward that somebody had started creating these punji stick pit traps and had dotted them throughout the jungle. Bryn, as you continue to look at them, you realize there's poison on the tip of them as well. But thanks to your eagle-eyed survival skills, you were able to identify and navigate the team through them. But certainly someone is trying to defend something around here. A little bit later on as you get into the third day, people are kind of getting tired of Sven talking about how great it is that we're all walking. They're feeling super dehydrated and super just wet and gross. You haven't been near a river in a couple of days to just lay in it for a second and get some of the gunk off you. It's getting kind of grody, and everyone's kind of getting a little fed up with Sven being so positive all the time. time. But a couple of things about midday on that third day all happen simultaneously. Vim, you're moving ahead, kind of communicating a little bit with Jax, who's moving like from tree to tree to tree to tree to tree. As that happens, up ahead of you, you notice a band of the Flaming Fist. They've made a camp. What's worse is, and this is what Jax notices first, they've tamed a number of those pterodactyls you saw as you were coming down the river Shoshenstar as essentially mounts and are actively patrolling this area. Vim, thanks to your stealth score, you're able to get close enough to hear the commander and one of his sergeants talking about where the patrol patterns are going to be and report back to the rest of the group, while Jax is able to continue scouting high into the trees to make sure that none of those pterodactyls see you guys as you move past them. And then on the fourth day, as you start to approach the area around Nangalore, here things have become incredibly flooded. There is a large cataract of water that seems to be surrounding the area where you believe an artist tells you Nangalore is supposed to be, and you have to use boats in order to approach Nangalore itself. It's almost as if these low-lying ravines have all been flooded around it. But then, as you get into the boats and you start moving down one of these small rivers to approach Nangalore itself, at first you just see a glint of gold off of a crumbling dome over the jungle ahead of you. But as it comes closer and you move through the river, this fantastic edifice rises up out of the jungle. A hanging garden of exotic beauty. Water streams down the steps between two massive elephant carvings. Beyond them, a broad, flooded avenue runs arrow straight for more than 100 feet before ending at a carving of a Tyrannosaurus face. Water pours from the jaws of the Tyrannosaurus and flows the length of the concourse to drain down into the steps in front of you. 5-foot-high terraces flank the boulevard with low archways, 3 on each side, built into the terrace walls. These archways are in various stages of collapse, either the tunnels that they go into. Beautifully carved, larger-than-life stone faces are mounted between each of the arches, 2 on each side. A wild profusion of plants grow on the upper terraces, and multicolored parrots and canaries flit and sing among them. And to the north, a dilapidated brick dome with just a few glints of gold left on it rise above the Tyrannosaurus headwater spout. Behind it, to the left and to the right, 2 smaller bell-shaped domes surmount the highest terraces. And you have reached the Hanging Gardens of Nangalore.
This place sounds
Yes.
dope.
Yeah.
All
Wow.
right, so what are we looking for here again?
To remind you,
Them herbs.
gotta get them herbs, yo. All right, so you guys are down here. Doink.
Doink.
To remind you what you need to find,
Ooh, look at their Crocs.
Jax, the person who gave you this, the person who tasked you to find this stuff gave you a small bag to put it all in. And what she needs is a handful of leaves from the menga bush, a tied bunch of ryath root, a small sack of cinderberries, and the shells of 3 yacha beetles. And I will put that into chat.
Cool.
Yeah. No way I expect you to remember that right away. Yeah.
That's what's in there to help her find the herb? Or that's just
That's what we need.
That's what we need to put in the bag.
No, that's what you need to put in the bag.
Yeah, sure.
That's what we need to take back to her. And
Throck, just so you know, we're kind of losing your mic once in a while.
every now and then it just cuts out and comes back.
Let me turn down my gate a little bit.
It's not that. It's like a connection thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I just upgraded my fucking version. Okay. I can only be
Greg,
so
Zara
grumpy.
pissed off the DM.
Yep, okay. Well, it'll be what... did you miss anything you wouldn't know? If you missed anything important.
We got it. We got
Okay.
most of it.
Okay, cool. That's just super frustrating. Okay.
It's
okay.
not that it's not game breaking. It's just every now and then we miss a word.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to get my mouth. It's a new microphone, too, so it may be microphone related. Who knows? So, here you sit in your boats. Water rushing over steps on a concourse leading to a giant Tyrannosaurus head spewing that water out. On either side of that concourse, you see the water's only about a foot or so deep. You see these faces carved into the sides of the walls, and they're incredibly well made. Up ahead of you, and 3 tunnels, 2 of which are collapsed, leading off on either side. What are you guys doing? How are you going to approach this?
I feel like we should look for some of the things that we need outside before we go into the tunnels.
Yeah, let's definitely do that.
See what
So we can just tie off the boats right where we are, and then hop.
Yeah, there's crew enough to watch over the boats and hang out here while you guys go up.
Can I have Rowena look around and see if she finds any of these plants or herbs? Is she able to identify stuff like that, or
Does she have a lot of plant lore? I'm just wondering.
I don't know, because I don't have like a character sheet for her or anything, so it's basically
Yeah.
based off my
Yeah, she
skills,
essentially
right?
has perception and investigation.
Can't Musharib like talk to plants? Can he just be like, hey, which one of you is this guy?
Can Ghost sniff it out? Since he's good at perception and he has keen smell and hearing.
You do have a
Would she be
description
able
of
to-
each of them given to you by the shopkeeper. But in terms of beyond that
But not like a
description,
scent.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, because he'd have to be able to see them.
it smells like this really rare thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not be able to. Okay.
yeah.
Because we don't know what they
Contact.
smell like. We'd have to have like an example of the smell for him to be able to go sniff it out.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
I mean, I kind of want to try to just look under like some of the
Just walk up there and just start looking
stumps
around.
and like turning
Yeah.
rocks over, see if I can
Yeah,
find
yeah.
beetles.
Near
Okay.
the elephant or anything?
Bushes.
So yeah, let's. I'm gonna pull up
And
my
I would
notes here
say,
real quick.
with my passive perception of 19, I am, trying to remain aware of. Because we've been told that this place is dangerous, right?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Can
Someone said we were stupid to come here, and yeah.
Kazara, do you want to send Rowena out to see if she can scope anything out in the area that we'll be looking around in for these herbs to see if she sees anything that we should be alarmed about?
I mean, I think she would just be. I would just have her flying around, regardless,
sure.
just to make sure everything's safe.
I will reveal
At
the
all
rest of the
times.
map that you can see without there being, walking into something. By which I mean a building, not like a trap. Although there might be a
Darn
trap.
it.
I checked for traps.
Come on, Throck.
I'm the worst. I'm the worst. All right, so
Show us all the traps.
to give you a little bit more explanation, now that I've gotten the officially written explanation, which I think was gorgeous, by the way, which is why I read the whole thing.
Dude, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Right? And they did a great job writing this module. So, as I clear this out, clear that out, doink, doink, doink. Anything else super missing? Yeah, over here. Okay, there we go. All right. And then this. Boink. And then this. It's like I'm drawing maps on a table or something. Okay. So as she flies around, you see a number of interesting things. First, these tunnels are literally just architectural. Like these 3 tunnels, like this guy and this guy, right, are literally just architectural features that lead up to the terrace above, right? So you should see on your map that there's like, is this on the map or the GM? Because it's dumb if it's fucking on the GM level. Why would you do that? We're gonna put that on the map layer. Or it's gonna go, okay, so we're gonna write it. This is like 5 feet above where you are. This is like 10 feet above where you are. You can't see that because it's on the GM layer. There we go. This is like 5 feet above where you are. This is like 10 feet above where you are. And then this higher section over here is like 20 feet above where you are, right? So these tunnels literally just lead up to the next level. They're like an architectural feature, right? A part of the garden. And then there are additional stairs that lead up here to the next higher level of the garden. There's also 2 large domed buildings in the back, one here and one here. Along with what looks like a statue that has been destroyed, and the face of what once must have been an incredibly gorgeous woman laying face up in it, right here. This is where you saw the large brick dome. There are a few holes through it, and inside you can see a cistern of water with kind of glinting off of it in the center, and maybe there's a large statue or something in there. And then all throughout this area, wherever you see greenery, right, there is just this intense riot of what must be incredibly exotic plants of all different shapes and sizes. Stuff that you guys have, that the Raven at least certainly doesn't recognize, and that as you look through her eyes, you don't recognize either, Kazara.
Well, I would like to see if any of these plants match the description we were given, but also carefully so as not to inadvertently fuck up our whole day.
It's supposed to be dangerous plants, so we should be careful.
Yeah, does anybody have...
Can I poke it with a quarterstaff? And
Bryn has nature, right?
I do.
So you'd be able to tell if something was poisonous or not, right?
Well, yeah. I can perceive things in the jungle and the forest, so I'd be able to, but I mean, that also I mean, like, nature uses intelligence, and yes, I'm proficient at it, but I'm not as proficient at nature as I am wisdom, if that makes sense.
The proficiency is what we're... Okay, so I guess investigation checks to start looking for this stuff.
So you're going to be exploring this place, right? So let's take it piece by piece a little bit. Let's roll it back a little bit, right? There's essentially you're to enter the area. You're going to have to come up through the most obvious entrance to there. You don't have to come up through here. Is up through this walkway, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to get a little wet. It's about a foot of water. And then the next 2 areas you could possibly go, if you choose to go up that way, would be up here, right on either side. And so there's kind of, tell me how you want to approach starting to look at this place, right? It's a big area, so just saying I look around is not going to cut it. You're going to have to kind of tell me, like, am I starting in this walkway? Am I looking around through there? What's going on? Am I going to take one of those steps up and go to that second level terrace area? What's happening, right?
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then, yeah, I'd say... that's the wrong thing.
I'll go to area 10.
Yeah, I'll start snipping around down here looking for...
to go with Bayer and, like, hold his hand.
Aw, he will happily hold your hand.
Here.
Yeah. All right, so Than, we're gonna Vim, we're gonna start with you, and then we'll go to Bayer and Jax, because y'all have to kind of come
coming with me, or am I alone?
Well, where are you headed?
I'm just gonna start looking up this walkway here. Basically, I'm looking up through here and like down this way, maybe for the roots and beetles and stuff like that.
I was gonna search over here.
Basically, I'm covering the water area. Okay. Is what I was looking for.
For sure. So we're gonna start with Vim. So you guys, you and Bayer can put yourself right here for right now, because that's your quickest way up. Right. This is obviously blocked by some sort of giant tree stump. And so who else is going to be where to start?
Okay. I want to go to like this area to search around these bushes, around this elephant statue.
So that'll put you starting up here with them as well.
Okay.
And then I've got a Sven and a Kazara.
I was going to look around here. these bushes.
Okay. So I'm going to have you... you're going to start, because this is blocked off, unless you want to climb over it. I would have you start up here. It's up to you either way.
Oh, yeah, whatever, that works.
Okay. However you want to get to there, I'm going to have you... I'm going to be narrating this essentially in phases, so I'm going to have you each start in kind of the starting area of those beginning phases, right?
Wow.
Okay.
And we've got Sven.
You got far. I'm gonna wander in the area somewhere between Vim and Kazara.
Okay. So we'll have you start with them for right now.
That sounds good.
Cool.
I'm sneaky now.
Yar! Okay. So, starting with Vim and Sven, who's kind of wandering the same area. As you walk through this, there's, it's a little bit hard to navigate, and this is true for everyone who makes their way through this causeway, right? There's a ton of broken stone under feet, and so you kind of do that, like you roll your ankle every once in a while. It's slowing you down as you go through it, and it's even slower because you've got, like, water up to your knees walking through there, and so it's just a little annoying. But Vim, as you guys get up to here, you see these 4 stone faces, right? You can kind of see them on the map. They're not super obvious. Here, and then the one across from it, and then okay. Each of them portrays this regal woman whose expression changes slightly with each visage. Inscribed above each face are phrases in Old Omuan, and there's words, that's about all I can give you out of that at the moment, is that there are these words in what you've seen modern Omuan, which is the language spoken by most people around here, and this is in like a very ancient form of that.
I mean, we don't speak that, so... What do each of the faces, what is the expression? Are there different expressions you're saying, like happy, sad, angry, confused?
Well, it's a very slight change. Each of them is some form of of being like smiling, right? And it's even with like pock marks from time in the stone, the face itself is gorgeous.
Do our porters or artists or dragonbait know of anything that can help us? Or are they too far away?
Oh, they're not. I mean, if you wanted to bring one of them up, you totally could.
What do y'all think?
Well, I mean, nobody actually actively speaks Omuan, right? That is
Would
a
anybody
god
recognize
language.
what this statue is of? Or
Who would you want to bring up to find out?
I kind of thought maybe artists would have more knowledge about this area, but I don't know.
He's old AF.
He is old AF.
Been around a time or two.
why don't we?
Yeah, let's bring
Yeah.
artists up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vim, I'm going to say you run down and grab him because you're closest right now.
That's fine.
He looks at Dragon and says, stay here. Watch the boats and make sure these guys are safe. There's got to be crocodiles in this water. Let's make sure our stuff's safe. And Dragonbait shakes his head. And he comes up with you and he starts looking at it and he makes a history check.
Rolls very well.
Nice! Okay. He's like, so the history of this place, as far as I'm aware of it, back in ancient Omu, when the Empire was strong, there was a queen called Zalcore. Zalcore was considered the most beautiful queen that ever was. Each of these is of her. She had this garden commissioned hundreds of years ago. But her tale is a sad one. It is rumored that she bargained with demonkind to forever stay as beautiful as she was, and then was turned into a gorgon, or some other sort of foul creature like that. It's different between the different tellings. Believing that this had happened because... Where is it at? I had this nearly memorized earlier. How dare I not know? I know.
Who is this DMT is?
I know. Fuck that guy. Oh, here it is. Hang on a sec. We'll just do this. Doink. Doink. May I say, doink.
Furthermore.
Doink, doink. Oh, yeah, here we go. It's in this entry. Yeah, there it is. Her beloved general and consort, whose name was Tirutaya, she believed him to have betrayed her. It's one of the reasons why she sought out the forever beauty, is to make him jealous as he aged and died. One telling of the story says that she found out he didn't betray her, and now lives forever as a creature no longer as beautiful as she was, and without her love, destined to haunt this place for all of eternity. Now, as to what these say, gotta reach back in the brain a little bit more for that. He kind of goes up and looks at one of them, and he starts like tracing it with his finger. And he goes, oh, yeah. Okay, so this one says, this garden is dedicated to Zelkore, Queen of Omu and Jewel of Chult. That's pretty nice. Okay. And he kind of turns around and looks at the other one, and he says, oh, that's interesting. If you look, they scratched out one of the words up there and replaced it. It says, worshipped by her people and by Tirutaya, who, and then love is the word that's scratched out, and above it, like chipped in very roughly, is betrayed her. And then he kind of rushes up to the next one, kind of getting into the groove of it now. This face actually has more of a stern expression to it. And it says, dedicated to her in this, the 10th year of her reign, may she govern forever in splendor. And goes over to the last one, and this one actually looks a bit more calm and serene, and says, may the jackals themselves marvel. No, may the gods themselves, God and jackal have a similar cognate to them, marvel at this humble reflection of her beauty. Looks like she was pretty pissed at her husband, though. Okay. Going over to Bryn, Bayer, and Jax. As you guys enter that tunnel, it's only about 3 foot tall, and with a foot of water in it, it's really cramped and dark under there. As you start to move your way through, there are these hanging vines coming down that you kind of have to push your way through. Slime has kind of grown over the top of the thing, so whenever you like bump it, you get like this horrible wet patch on the top of your head. But it's not too long, and by the time you get to the end, you're up on the next level and are surrounded by just this intense explosion of colors and plants and gorgeousness. What are you guys doing?
Whoa. That's what I say.
Whoa!
Joey Lawrence going,
Whoa. I would like to see if there are any. Well, first I'd kind of want to do it like hesitating, like, carefully, make sure that, or see if any of the plants go along with the descriptions.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
yeah, I would say, would they have been able to hear artists talking about this stuff from where they are?
It's not hard to hear in this area. The water especially makes things a bit more echoey. You don't feel like you're able to find really anything. Show me on the map the area in which you're looking.
Oh, okay.
Like, take me to where you're checking out.
Wait, so we ended up right where we are right now?
Yeah, I just started you with a narration right here, having made it through the tunnel. So you tell me where up here on this level you want to be.
Like, just I feel like I just check the bushes in the immediate area.
Okay. I'm going to have Bayer make an investigation check as well. Because Kismet is amazing. He also rolled a 7. Bryn,
You guys are like soulmates.
it's like subtly,
Oh my God.
It's okay. I didn't find me either.
subtly
Byron.
tollmates. Oh, you know, I'm watching my internet go up and down. Yeah.
Told you.
God damn it! What the fuck? Okay. I don't know. What are you gonna do, right? Bryn, you were gonna go off and look on your own. Where are you going?
I'm going towards where the elephant statue is,
For sure.
where we docked our boats. So pretty much in this area.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can sense anything from these bushes over here.
Make a nature and or investigation check, whichever you would like.
Okay. Oh my god.
Come on.
Well,
7.
you know. Hey, I'm in the jungle, so I get +3 to it.
You rolled a 10. Yay.
Yay!
Okay, so over about 5 minutes of looking, you don't find much either. And I'm going to kind of do this as these parts happen in like 5 minute segments. Sven, what are you doing in that like hunk of 5 minutes?
Oh gosh. I'm going to be browsing the daisies,
Aw.
trying to keep an eye on Kazara, but getting distracted by the butterflies.
Yeah, and
Trying to watch the butterflies and was distracted by Kazara.
ooh, hey. One of the things you do notice, there's just a ton of birds here, from birds of paradise to canaries to toucans to all sorts of, just a ton of stuff for Bryn to torture if she wanted to.
I would like where we need to fight
Just-
some of these birds.
Bryn's licking her chops. She's like,
just like gorgeous birds everywhere for her to throw in front of snakes and have them get bit repeatedly till they die. It's
As long as I
amazing.
don't run into a snake, I won't murder any birds tonight. I promise.
Oh, good. Okay.
Now, if I see a snake, that's a different story.
birds are going down.
The birds are going down before I go down.
So Sven, kind of put yourself where you'd be on the map right now.
Wait, where'd I go?
You were where you said you wanted to be, a little bit,
Alright.
kind of in between them. Yeah,
Sure, where you requested?
yeah. You narrated to me a place, and that is where I put you. But you have the opportunity to be elsewhere if you want. If you wanted to move off to something else.
Yeah, I want to hecka get up here.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop you right
Oh, no.
here and ask Kazara what she's doing.
I'll be like, fuck yes, I love birds. As I walk
Finger
up.
looking good. I'm gonna, because I was just gonna use her quarterstaff and kind of like poke around some bushes. Use her dagger to like lift up rocks in this area. This little clump of shrubbery.
Okay. So you two, as you start moving kind of in opposite directions on either side of this thing, you're poking around in bushes over here. You're starting to move over here, Sven. Update your hit points if you haven't, because they should be
Alright,
tracked.
we should be hecka
Yeah,
fresh
just
by
make
now.
sure.
Fresh
Oh,
to
yeah.
death.
Yeah, fresh to death.
You know what that means, guys.
What does that mean?
Sven's gonna die.
Making sure our hit points are right.
Sven is already dead.
Perception check.
We about to fight.
We gonna get fight. Oh, I
I'm
just forgot
making
to set
shoot
yours
something.
there. All right. So, okay. You're sticking around in the bush over here, Kazara, and this is like this gorgeous sort of like red and blue flowers kind of around this whole thing, and you hit something that's kind of squishy.
Oh boy.
And as you do, the bush starts to move, and kind of appearing out of it is this dwarf-sized zombie that looks, if you've ever seen Swamp Thing, it would be like that. It's just these, like, covered in these roots that have burrowed into its flesh, and there's, like, branches sticking out of it in different ways, and it moves up to swipe at you. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the same thing pulling up over here. And it almost at the same time that happens, Sven, you feel this like of air go right past you, and you realize that whatever was on this tree that you thought was some kind of like fungal growth is actually alive, and it's got like this bulbous looking growth coming out of the bottom of it, and it's like these big green like tubular sorts of vines like sucking into the ground, and as it whips past you, you hear this blah, 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 and out of like the flowery mouth of this, another one of those zombies is spit out. It just kind of appears in this goopy fucking ooze, while another one pulls itself out of the bushes behind it. And I'm gonna need initiative.
From everyone?
Oh boy, we split the party.
If you, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Good to be back, everybody.
Hey, we went 2 hours without combat. Shut up.
No, I'm saying it's good to be back. We made a terrible combat compromising mistake.
Yep.
I made a terrible mistake.
Look at me, quick on the draw.
What happened? I hit my thing and then hit initiative, and it didn't.
Yeah,
put me
you.
on there.
No, it's my fault because I didn't clear it out in time, and so you roll on the pre-cleared one. I got to bring up one other bad guy here. I'm sorry.
I shot my shot too soon.
You shot it too soon. Doop.
Premature.
There it is.
It happens to everyone, Kim.
Yeah, right. There we go.
Not to me,
Yellow
does it?
musk zombie, made of zombie stuff. All right, let's get some combat music. Who wants it? I wants it. Okay.
Give me that combat music.
Okay, so on this turn, the only people who can act, because no one else knows that combat has started, are Sven, Kazara, and the bad guys.
Oh,
For everyone else, it's going to be a surprise round because you need to know that combat's happening before it happens. So I do not have Bryn or I need to add Kazara. What did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
12. And Bryn, what did you roll?
Oh, I didn't roll. My bad.
Please roll initiative. Please roll initiative.
Alcohol was taking over.
I understand very well. And then I got to roll for Buyer. I forgot about him.
Oh, I need a roll for Ghost.
You do need to roll for Ghost. Please
Where is
click on his
Ghost?
Ghost
token.
is still on the boat.
Poor
We never
little
took him with
Ghost.
you.
Ghost will be with you. There
Ghost
you go.
back here.
He's there now. He's fine. Okay. All right. So,
Sorry, Ghost Man.
sorry, Ghost
really?
Bro. Ghost Bro.
Really, he
All right,
rolled
there we
a
go.
20.
Right? All right. So now we got everybody actually in here. Cool. All right. So starting with Sven.
Yeah. So I will draw my swad.
Swad!
So this thing pooped out the zombie, huh?
Yeah, it literally like it's like the tree almost threw up a zombie in front of you, which pulls itself up.
That was cool. Okay. So the tree pooped the zombie out.
Yes.
The zombie's snarling or the tree is snarling?
Both. Yes, and
Does the tree look like it's got more ammo? It's got more. Its intestines got more zombie.
no, it does not look like it's about to barf up another zombie on you.
But it has all the girth.
It has a lot of girth. It is girthy.
Very good.
I admire its girth.
Oh, so
Pretty
girthy.
Your girth is stupendous. I will smite the
Congratulations.
slash at the zombie with Knight's Bane.
Knight's Bane.
Ah!
That's a hit, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I don't think
Oh, yeah.
zombies can experience fear.
Maybe. You don't know.
I don't know if I can. Sorry, that's my thinking noise.
Okay. You should roll me damage, though.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get to the.
Let's just damage it. Why not?
Yeah. So as you bring your rapier around, you do this whipping slash across its gut, which just kind of folds open, and it's not blood that comes out of it. It's like this amber that starts to slowly seep out of its gut, and it just kind of looks at you with these dead eyes.
The last
Three zombies. I'm gonna keep attacking this guy. I got a lot more tricks up my sleeve, but I'm trying to figure out. Would I even try to? I can't. No, I wouldn't even try to menace it. I don't think it'd occur. So, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep slashing at him. Just second attack. Let's go.
Hits.
Ah! And can I see where'd everyone else go? Where's Kazara? Okay, you're over there. Cool. Yeah.
Somebody split the party.
Pack.
Okay, never mind.
Then, and while I do so, I'll call out an inspiring word or so for Kazara using my minor action. Does that exist? Bonus action? I can't remember. What's the small action?
A bonus action.
bonus
Action. I'm gonna use my boner action. Bonus
Boner
action.
Yeah, boner action.
Hey,
I got a little boner action right here.
Oh, the card. All right.
that boater.
Boner.
I will use my non-boner action, my bonus action, to rally to Kazara, giving her some temporary hit points. They can be struck open at least. Hang in there. And I think I give her a D10.
You're gonna give me that D?
Give her the D.
God,
You're gonna give her the
Speaking of
Like a bad
boners,
time.
with that non-boater action.
this is incredible.
You're
That
gonna
was
give
a-
her the D.
All right, you know what? I'm going to use
that's
my
a boner
boner action to give Kazara the D. You got it,
Oh my
guys.
god! Did you? Kazara's like, finally.
Oh my god.
All right, yeah.
it's 1d10
Well-
additional hit points.
Oh, you looked it up? Oh, thank you. I've been looking at. I've been trying to like open my book.
Plus
and
your
dick
wisdom
jokes are flying
modifier.
in my face.
Roll
Flying
1d10
all
plus your
over
wisdom
face.
modifier.
How
You big
does
poo.
math work? All right, so I'm gonna roll it. I'm not gonna roll it in our group
Being
chat.
menaced by dick jokes.
Derailing this
I'm worried about my penis. So you get 4
All
hit
right.
points.
All
You
right,
have 4
so
hit
that's a
points.
1D. So you
You
get
got one
4.
D.
That
You
was
get
a
4
lot of
temporary
curve.
hit points.
All right, better than nothing.
4 in diameter. That's pretty good, actually. You know.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Anything else,
Wow.
Sven?
I don't have got anything else. That's enough dicks for me. I'm out of here.
D for me.
Man, I'm so glad I have headphones on right now.
All right. So that was Sven. Kazara.
Well, now that I'm fully refreshed and full of D10, I am going to. I'm gonna hop back here, and I'm gonna use Scorching Ray.
As you move to hop back, the yellow musk zombie gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh fuck! Of course he does.
He rolled a big old natty 1. Natty 1.
Perfect. All right, so I would like 2 of the rays to hit the guy closest to me, and thus the last ray to hit the guy back there.
Lurvet hits.
There we go.
5. All right.
Wait, do I do 3 times?
You do it 2 more times, yes.
Oh, I do
And
click
you
it 3
roll-
times. Okay.
Yeah, and you roll damage for each
How
separately.
many times does it take, Kim?
And you just keep flicking it. Hit.
Keep.
Ow.
And weirdly, you hit the last guy as well.
Strange.
Weird for 10. So these 3 arcing bolts of fire come out of your fingers as you whip them out. 2 of them streak at the zombie who was right in front of you and smash into his chest, blowing these craters in it. And yet, even with the gore pouring out of his upper body, you see that he's still standing and inexorably starting to move towards you. The 3rd bolt slams into the middle of the forehead of the 3rd zombie, blowing a chunk of his head away, splashing back against the tree behind him, and he kind of reels back for a moment and then continues to move forward.
Fuck. That's it for Kazara.
All right. Yellow Musk Creeper! What's your AC, Sven?
Oh,
9,000.
Well, I'll tell you. It's
Do you have your armor on?
I'm actually completely naked for this journey. No,
I was bathing in the river.
I
Oh, you
believe my
did just
AC
come in.
is 17. Why do I
17. It hits.
Oh!
You feel this wave of energy come at you from it, and it washes over your mind, and it feels like, have you ever been punched in the nose and that ringing sensation you get when you like hit your nose, you hit your funny bone? It feels like that, but in your brain, as you take 12 points of psychic damage. Additionally,
Wait, the zombie did this?
no, the creature on the wall, like the big fern plant thing connected to the tree, did that to you. As it does this, there is this explosion of yellow spores from it surrounding the entire area. I need Kazara and Sven to both take, what is it? Is it wisdom saving throws?
Oh, I picked the wrong tree
This
to
is smart.
seek next to.
This is why you don't go poking things.
Oh gosh.
It's not me poking.
Sven.
Just wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom
We're
saving
knocking me
throw.
up.
Yeah.
Roll that wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's
Is
why I
that-
couldn't find it. It's a negative number. Well, here we go.
Boop. All right. Sven, Kazara, you turn around as you see this happen, and this like wave of pollen washes over you, and the whole area is just enshrouded in this like cloud of yellow, like dust. Now you turn around for a second to see what happened, and you see Sven kind of lean back and drop his rapier out of his hand. As
No,
Sven,
you need that.
you have been charmed, and
By
just
who?
want by the creeper, and just want to be as close to it as you can be. That is the only thing on your mind right now, and you will be able to save against that every turn.
My girth is going elsewhere.
Yes.
So at this point, everybody notices 100%. You hear the like slinging of spells. You hear Sven's "ha-ha," and then you see this explosion of pollen off the tree in like slow motion as it happens. The area is lightly obscured, so it is a little bit more difficult to see into now. But
How big
everybody
is the
else is
area
now
that
like
the pollen is?
30 feet. I'll draw it out here in a second. But you're certainly in combat at this point, and everybody realizes it. The zombies get to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as you can go because he's a zombie. I don't think they have 30 feet movement, do they? Oh, they do. 30.
Oh, jeez.
Where
All right.
where are the zombies?
Around Sven and Kazara.
These.
Okay. So, Sven.
Gotcha.
Shit about to get real up in this bee. You have an AC 16. That'll be 2 hits.
Jesus.
First hit is for 7 points of damage. Second hit is for
Nice,
3 points of damage. Kazara, what is your AC?
It is 14. Wait, yes, 14.
That'll be 1 hit. As they have these like coming out of their hands. They are not even fingers anymore. They're just like, it's like bark and wood all entangled, and they use them almost like cudgels as they come up and hit you with a slam attack. And one of them hits you. You're able to duck out of the way one, but the other one's going to do 9 points of damage to you as it clocks you across the temple.
Fuck off, tree!
And then we're at the top of the round with Ghost and Jax. So let's have Jax go first.
Well, how can I get over there? Like, how long can I just...
So you can dash 60 feet, although all of the water is difficult terrain. So it's half movement through all of it. You could attempt to make an athletics check to jump across. It is a
I'm gonna
15-foot jump, and you'll get a running start at it.
I'll do that.
Okay. I'm going to say for cinematic sake, you can just barely make it, because it's cooler if you can make it than being like,
Right.
oh, I'm just 5 feet away. That's sad. All right. So I'm gonna need you if you're gonna come running up this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then once you hit here, I need you to make an athletics check.
Okay. One. Oh. Oh god.
So as you jump, it's not a perfectly flat jump off, and you feel your foot catch on a vine, and you know you're about to smash face first into the river before you do it. And you just go sploosh right there and fall.
Cool.
And then you will be prone, and so it's going to take half your movement to get up. And take 3 points of damage as you fall and hit a bunch of rocks, and you like scrapes up your shoulder once you get down there. Ghost.
Okay. He is going to... Not on mute. Okay. He's going to dash to right here.
So there is a lot to navigate between those two places, right? So this goes down 5 feet. He'd need to jump across this, which he can do, but it is difficult terrain anywhere you see roots. So the first thing you're going to need to do is have him run up to here and then make an athletics check. And that'll be plus strength. Unless he has athletics as a skill. I don't think he does, though. Same thing happens to Ghost. He's running. As he hops over, he looks down at Jax for a moment, and he kind of loses where he's at, and he ends up just slamming himself into the wall over here. Because rolling above a 10 is apparently hard for our team when it... Oh, that's right, because none of you have strength. That's right. And he will also take some damage from that. He'll take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Bryn, it's your go.
All right. How far can I use my arrow away?
Very. You're not even at long range.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there stuff in my way that's going to block me? Like, do I need to move to be able to try and hit one of these with my arrow?
So this will block line of sight, right? And then this will block line of sight. And then that'll block line of sight. The rest of it, because you're a ranger and therefore don't care about things like, half cover, are fine.
Okay, so this angle right here would be fine?
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay. Because that's one of them that was attacking Kazara, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark. I don't know why I clicked that, sorry.
No, it's cool.
With my longbow.
Hunter is marked. That is a hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna do shit.
No, it hit.
Really?
Yeah, it hit.
Okay.
For 11 points of damage, as you literally see the arrow go through this guy. This is the one who had the chunk taken out of his head, explode out of the front of his chest, and Kazara, you get gunk on the front of your chest from it, as it's just this amber fluid and biological goo gets splashed on you as the arrow just piles itself into the ground next to you as it takes 11 points of damage.
Sorry, Kazara. And I'm going to use my extra attack to go again since it's not down yet.
It's not. 100% hit. For 8 more points of damage. It's still up, although you've just blown this huge chunk out of its shoulder. And you're just covered in goo at this point, Kazara. You just goo everywhere.
Gross.
Goo. Okay.
I yell out, sorry, Kazara.
This combat is so erotic.
I'm a little turned on
Seriously.
right now by tubulars. All right. Anything else, Bryn?
No.
Vim.
Do I have line of sight?
To what? To stuff.
I am 5'10",
Yes.
and these walls are 5 feet above me.
Yes.
Or no, it's 10 feet, isn't it? Wait, hang on.
It is 10 feet. Yeah, those walls are 10 feet tall.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Yeah.
was like 5 and then 5 for a total of 10. Okay, never mind.
Oh, no. You're right. You're correct. You are correct. So this is 0 down here. The river is 0. Where you are is 5, and then the next level up is 10. Yeah.
Okay.
So they are only 5 feet tall.
So do I have line of sight to here? Or do I need to... if I need to move, I'll
Yeah,
move on.
I'm gonna say yeah. You do.
Well, I'll
Right?
tell you what
Because
I'll
you're
do.
taller than it. It is gonna get cover from it, though, is all.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If I move over here, will
Yeah.
it still have cover?
No.
It will not have cover at that point. I can...
No,
just
because what
go for
I'm here's my logic, right? You're looking past this and then a bunch of roots and then over to here, right? But if you move here, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm going to move to
still
there.
is going to have +2 to its AC from being in the miasma.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And
No one else
then, let's see. It took a turn, didn't it?
What
In
it?
combat already.
What?
Did it? Did this already took a turn in combat, right?
It's a new turn.
But has it? This.
It has not taken it. Yes, it has taken a turn in combat last turn.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't do assassin. That's what I was.
No, sadly.
Assassinate. Okay. All right. So it is engaged. So I get sneak attack. All
Yes.
Right.
That,
Okay.
it
But
is
I
not
thought-
engaged
Not
because
engaged with. Oh, Sven
Sven
is
is
charmed.
charmed. Yes.
So I don't get sneak attack. Do I get advantage? It's not flanked either because
It is not flanked. It is
So
just
I
a
get
straight up
normal,
shot.
normal short bow shot. I'm going to use one of my +1 arrows.
Okay.
So whatever this is +1.
16.
16.
Absolutely. And you're talking about this guy right here, right?
Yep.
Okay. Absolutely
Yes.
hits.
For 7 damage.
Ugh. It's still up, but you actually shot off one of its arms. These things are not well put together. And what they make up for not being well put together, they bring back in gunk all around them. Sven, I would like a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you'd like that.
Well, I was going
wouldn't
to
you?
still look at a bonus action here.
Oh, you get a bonus action. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yep. So I was going to try. Can I? Well, I guess as a bonus action, can I use my movement to? Let's see. Oh, shit. I'd like to move up to here somewhere.
Yeah, you make
So
a.
if I
Give
use
me.
my bonus action to dash and then use the rest of my movement, I can scramble up and try to get up here.
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything or do I just do it?
Yeah, you need to make a athletics check to climb.
Okay. 5. Yeah.
You try and scrabble up, but in the heat of combat, you're not thinking about it as clearly as you should, and you are. So as you try to get up, you're like right there. You're right up against the wall. Yeah. Cool. Sven, man, you guys cannot climb or jump. It's just not what you do. It's just not what you do. Sven, you may make me a wisdom saving throw.
Here we go.
You may make
See,
that
I'm
wisdom saving throw. You do
Very
not.
good.
You continue to be
Even
charmed.
better. Oh, I'm convinced. I can figure this out. If I get inside the tree, I can save all of my friends.
Yeah, you just keep kind of nuzzling up against it, and like you put your hand on it a little bit. Your hand is actually starting to go inside of it, like you really want to crawl into it. Like where that zombie came out of is where you want to go. Yeah, you just want to get in on that.
I want that to be me.
Yeah, Kazara.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on this mother bitch right here.
Mother bitches. Yep. It needs to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
It super fails, and there's this gong, more of a bong, I'd like to think.
Oh, it should be a D12 at this point.
Yeah, but you killed it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, straight up. You actually, as the gong goes, you see some of that amber liquid start to like pour out of that horrible chunk that you took out of its head and its other eye and its nose, and it just disintegrates in front of you into biomass, for lack of a better term. What else are you doing?
I think that's it. I don't want to move right now.
Okay. Artis is gonna come over this way, 5, 10, 15, and then dash 5, 10, 15. Actually, he will try and climb. Boop. Yeah, he makes it. You know why? Because he doesn't have a negative strength modifier. All right, and so he's up here now. Yellow Musk Creeper!
Hey, mine's 0. It's not negative. It just doesn't exist.
Grats! Sven, you feel the warm embrace of this thing start to wrap around your mind again. And at first, the first time it attacked you, it was really annoying. But this time, you're really starting to lean into the nothingness of it. But you only take 6 psychic damage.
I'm really feeling this whole nothing thing.
Yep. But there are 2 yellow musk zombies also attacking you.
What?
They want a new friend.
If he takes damage, does the charm wear off?
He gets to make this. No, he gets to make the save at the end of each of his turns. And 1 hits, and somehow 1 misses.
Yes.
Yes. For where is it? For 4 points of damage. Be impressed. Be impressed at my mighty damage. Oh, I rolled the wrong die. Hang on.
No.
For 9 points of damage.
Ding dong, dang it.
9.
Sorry. Okay. And then 1 yellow musk zombie on Kazara. Rolls a 10, so misses. As you're able to duck out of the way of it again, you're just waiting for it now. Buyer, seeing his erstwhile girlfriend fall into the water, starts running over that way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. And he just he'll get down next to you, and he's going to use the rest of his action to pick you up.
Aw. Thanks.
Welcome.
So for real though, how do you have a 2?
Sorry. I'm so clumsy.
Oh wait.
How do you have a what now?
I'm trying to figure out how someone gets a 2 initiative. But then I figured out he's got negative dex.
No, he's got a +1 to dex. Thank you very much. He has a 1.
Oh, I got you. So
Yeah.
you rolled a 1. Got it.
Back to the top of the round with Ghost.
All right. Ghost is going to try this crap again. Let's see if he can run. Probably not. Okay. So these routes are going to be hard for him to run across.
Yeah, well, first of all, he's prone, so he has to get up, and that's going to be half of his movement. Boink!
So what does he have to roll to try and stand up?
Oh, he doesn't need to roll to stand up. No rolling to stand up. But to climb, because he's probably a little bit shorter than everyone else, now that you're up against it and no one's making, running leaps, just make me an athletics check. So it'll be D20 plus strength. He's up. And I'll give him 5 more feet of movement. And then he could take his dash action after that.
Okay. So he can move here.
Yeah. And I know he moves faster than people. He's like a 40-foot, right?
Yep.
All right. And so, yeah, he gets another 40 feet of movement. Minus, this is going to, if you come through here, it's going to cost you 10. So it's going to be 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and you could get to here. Because there's a bunch of, big, heavy roots here to navigate around. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll get him over there.
Yeah, sweet.
So he's at least closer.
Yep.
That's it. He's done.
Jax, you are soaking wet. Buyer has lifted you up out of the ground. I used his bonus action for that. It feels narratively appropriate to me. He picks you up. He goes, let's go.
Oh, okay. I just picture this cat because their actual actual body frame is so much smaller than their hair. So when they get wet, they just look like really funny. So yeah, I just look at Buyer and I'm like, sorry, I keep tripping and falling and dying.
I'll always be there to pick you up.
Aww. And then I run. I want to use my feline agility to run over here.
Okay.
Which it doubles my move speed, and then I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern on...
So it is going to take all of your move to get over there. It's because all of this is difficult terrain, so every square is twice as far.
Yeah, the water is bullshit.
How far could I get then if with just...
Here.
I could get this far, I guess?
I'm sorry, you could get that far.
Oh.
Right, because it's double.
Well, I'll go ahead and then just take my movement. Wait.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's not a great place to be. You're like slogging through the water to get over there. You're like, ooga, rock, gotta get out of the way of that
I'm
rock.
just trying to help.
Anything else?
Well,
You do still have your bonus action.
Yeah. I'm gonna inspire Kazara.
Yeah.
And
How for do you inspire Miss Kazara?
I sing her a song. Hey girl, we can make it easy if we trust each other. Hey girl, we don't have to keep on wanting up another. Hey girl. That's what I sing. All right.
Awesome.
That was incredible.
Yes,
I
I'm
love
in.
that song.
So Kazara, you are inspired. Which gives you an extra D8 on any attack or ability or skill check of your choice. And then it's Bryn's go.
Okay. So, since this one is dead now,
Yeah, there's another one
quick
here.
question for the DM.
Yeah.
Can I shoot as this one over here that's in front of Sven?
Yeah, normally
without
I'd give it
being
half cover.
blocked by the roots?
Yeah, you're good. You don't have to move to shoot that guy.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move my hunter's mark from the one that's dead by Kazara over to that one.
Okay. Hits. So that first shot just takes him out as you're kind of behind him, and it just kind of explodes out of his guts. And you see for a moment him stand, and then he needs to make a save, which he does not make, and falls down and dies.
Yay! Okay, and would I be able to get at the one with my bonus action behind Sven? Or would I need to move before I could do that?
Let's take a look, shall we? I think there's a big tree in the way. There's a big tree in the way, but you can still move and then take your second attack, yeah.
Okay.
There's no reason you couldn't.
So, let's see. Oops, if I move the arrow, I get to, like, here. Then that might be good.
I'd go a little further.
Is that good?
Yep, that is, yeah, that's great.
Okay. Alright, try this again at this other one. I'm moving Hunter's Mark again, because dude's dead. And they're all the same character, or same beast. I assume 21 hits.
21 100% hits.
Okay,
For
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. He is still up, but you just took this hunk out of his side.
Okay, and
Anything
I'm
else?
good. No, I'm gonna
Okay.
stay right where I am and head out back here.
Okay. One second. I'm doing a thing. All right. So also at this time, before we get to Vim's turn, all of these birds suddenly fly up and out of the top of this rear left. And I'll show you them in a second. Yeah, up there. These kind of large heron birds start flying up and out of here.
God.
And they will make it. Max is there, okay. And that's it for them. But I'm going to add them to the tracker. Doink. On a 13, on a 14. Okay. And that's our whole go. Vim.
All right, let me zoom back in here. Where am I? There I am. Here I go. All right, the one that Bryn just took a chunk out of. I'm gonna go for a bow shot there.
Okay. Just hits.
It hits. Oh, thank God. Okay.
It's a zombie.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Damn it! 6 damage.
Damn it. Yeah. All right. Another one of your smaller 7, right? Because it's a +1 short bow. Or it's a +1 arrow. Were you using a +1 arrow?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I lose
Okay.
+1 arrow. For sure.
I'm here for you, baby
7.
boo. Yep.
7
It's
damage.
still up, but the explosive impacts continue on these super gross things.
And with that, I'm gonna try again to scramble up the wall.
Make an athletics check.
If only I could use acrobatics to like, woohoo! Like,
Tell me how you do it. It's 5 feet.
I would say I'd try to back up a little bit, and maybe
Yep.
there's a boulder underneath me
Yep.
sticking out of the water. There is. Look at that.
Look at
And I'm
that.
gonna try to get a foot up on that, and then just like flip like awesome and do a hero landing up on.
I love it. Tell me how you do it.
That's how I do it. And
Well,
then
yeah. I mean, I'm
acrobatics.
sorry. I love it. I love it. Roll. I don't know why I said tell me how you do it. Yeah.
21, baby.
You're up.
Yes.
You're up,
All
baby
right,
boo.
So
Tell me how you
how
do
much
it.
movement would you say I still have?
5, 10, 15. I'd say you got like 5 more feet, unless you wanted to do your roguey dash.
No, I'm just gonna scoot right here and
Okay.
just 5 more feet down south, and then
Okay.
call it good there.
All right. Sven.
Yes. Finally, time for me to take my life back.
Wisdom saving throw.
My greatest
It's got a
strength.
really low DC. Hey,
Oh,
you're
I did it.
finally able to shake yourself out of it. Indeed.
Wait a minute. I don't want to be in this tree at all.
But sadly, not to be a bastard, but that is the end of your turn. Part of me wishes those saving throws happen at the beginning of your turn just to increase player agency, but I want to meaningfully add that to the game and not... Yeah, I'm not just going to do it because I held you out for 2 turns. I want to do it meaningfully, but it is Kazara's go.
I'm gonna cast another Scorching Ray, and I wanna
Yeah?
drop 2 of them at this guy behind Sven.
Drop
So-
2?
So cool of you. Thank you.
Please make that Kazara's voice. Just voice.
Can Kazara talk like this all the time?
This is such bullshit.
I'm assuming an 18 hits for
Yeah,
7.
100%. Yeah, and your second is right him.
Oh, fucking
Pew, pew,
crit!
pew, 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 pew.
That's a critical.
He disassembles as he is blown apart limb from limb as these 2 bolts of fire just slam into the back of him. And so you've got 1 more. Hits.
Can I use my... Oh, maybe I'll save my inspiration.
Okay, because you hit.
So would that add more damage?
No,
Like-
no.
Okay, no, I'll just save my
Yeah,
inspo then.
vulnerability check.
Sadly, no. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, that's all he can do. But he's all up on you. Yellow Musk Creeper again attempts to wash its loving embrace over Sven.
No, I don't want you anymore.
Oh crap, I targeted the wrong... Oh shit, okay.
And crits.
Oh no.
See you later, T.
All right, so that's 12,
been
19,
Seduced.
30 points of psychic damage.
You're gonna have to get your D elsewhere, because this shop's closed. I'm down.
With this horrible scream, you see Sven go down. I feel so bad about that.
damn
I
it.
feel so bad about that.
No, it's the going down part.
Hey. No, you should feel free.
Hey.
2 more zombies
Oh God, of course.
start pulling themselves out of the brushes over here. And start moving this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Down south.
25. Yeah, down here. And then one of them is going to attack Kazara because that's all that's over here at the moment. Boink! And rolls a 17, so that'll hit. Another one of these big meaty fists comes swinging at your head for 4 points of damage.
Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
4 points of damage.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Did anybody try telling me stuff to calm down?
Okay, so Bayer, seeing you go down, I know we can stop it. 5, 10, 15 is going to come over here. I'm trying to decide. Didn't have line of sight to shoot. Really. But do you guys think he would have line of sight for healing word?
Yes.
Honestly.
Genuinely, I mean, maybe at disadvantage, but
There's no disadvantage to it. It's just...
how tall is Bayer?
Oh, actually, Bayer's like 7 feet tall. So, yeah.
Okay, so he's not even concerned with that 5-foot wall.
Yeah, and he's just in range. So you're gonna get a healing word dropped on you, and we're actually gonna do it at level 3. So that'll be 3d4 plus 6.
You get 3Ds.
Getting 3D. So there'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. 15 points. Oh, I'm sorry, plus 5, 14 points. Need to learn to math. 15 points. 14 points. What did I say? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Sven, you get 14 points of healing back.
14 points of healing.
1, 4. 14. 14.
Yeah.
14. Okay, and that's Bayer's entire go. He looks over at Jax and goes, Sven was down, and it's Ghost go.
Ghost. Wait, so what does this miasma do? It just obscures, or
You don't know.
Just splooges all over.
You don't know.
so it's not really having an active effect against us right now.
You don't know. You don't know. You can assume whatever you like.
You don't know. You don't know. Okay.
Oh, speaking of which.
So, quick question. If, since this one right here, this one is dead, would Ghost be able to go here and get flanking? To
Yes,
get
indeed. Yeah.
So he's going to move over there and bite this undead zombie.
Okay, do it.
As opposed to an alive zombie?
Yeah. That's right. 15 hit.
15 100% hits.
And he has to make a shrink save, DC 11 shrink save, to see if he'll be knocked prone or not.
Yeah. Actually, I think you killed him. Let's check real quick.
Oh, and 9 points.
No,
of
you did
damage.
not kill him. All right, so he will need to make that strength check. DC 11. Beep. He rolled 14.
Ah.
Yep.
Did he die with 9 damage though?
No, sadly no.
Dang it.
Jax, anything else? I'm sorry, anything else for Ghost?
No.
Jax?
I would like to cast Cloud of Daggers above the plant.
Okay. Perfect. That is a perfect use of Cloud of Daggers, as it is an immobile object.
So
At the beginning of its turn, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw or it takes damage. I will tell you.
Does it even have dexterity?
takes damage. Yeah.
Oh, no, it just takes damage from being in there. I do believe that's correct, yeah.
But it can't move,
And
so
I want to
it's
do
Yeah,
that
it's
at
just
the third level
gonna
too.
take it.
Noise, which is 3d8 damage a turn, is that right?
It's let's see, it takes a creature takes 4d4 slashing damage and
Okay, so it'll be
level and
64.
higher increases to d4. So yeah, 64.
Okay, sweet. Any movement for you? Any movement for you, lass?
Nah.
Where'd you like to move?
Okay,
Actually, well, I'll just climb up.
okay. You can make an athletics check.
Can I climb up just for my feet? Like I
Oh
have
no,
the
wait! You're a
ability
tabaxi.
to
You
climb?
can just
Yeah,
climb
you
up.
just-
Yeah, you're just fucking get up there.
Okay, yeah. I'll just kind of
And once you
Get
get
up.
inside that big yellow circle of miasma,
Oh.
Forgot about that.
please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Damn it.
Hmm.
I totally.
I don't know. It's just kind of sitting there, right?
I mean, I just said something about it. It's okay.
My bad.
You're good.
Sorry, I
Let's jump
didn't-
into it. Ghost is in it too.
Wisdom saving.
Yeah,
throw?
his intelligence isn't high enough to matter. You... Do you have a movement left? You would have a movement left. Yeah. Spend the rest of your movement, 5, 10, 15, moving directly towards the yellow musk creeper.
Yay!
All right.
You don't have a weapon in your hand, I'd imagine, so there's nothing to drop. Unless you had your instrument in your hand.
I mean, I wasn't
Oh, shit,
like
did
playing
just say you
it. It would just be like on my Mac. But would I
Okay.
drop that?
Only if you were holding it. Yeah. Anything held in your hands is dropped.
Okay.
So it sounds like no. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Done. Bryn.
Bryn is muted.
Bryn might be muted.
All right, I pushed the button and it didn't work. I was talking. Okay, so let's see. So there's this plant thing over here, and then this one over here by Ghost, right?
And then 2 more down here.
Oh, okay. Let's see if there's anything blocking. Oh. Is this plant thing ever gonna die?
No.
Okay, let's go with the plant thing because it seems to be hurting everybody over here.
Yep.
Can I shoot a bow at my plant?
Can I shoot a bow at the plant? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Hits? Question mark? We haven't actually attacked that yet. Let me see. Hits for 13.
13.
All right. Yeah, it's just kind of this horrible as it goes into like this massive green goop with like yellow bleeding out of it. It's kind of gross. You get a second attack though. Oh, you needed to move your hunter's mark to it, which I would imagine you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
may have even
I
said
did.
that. I was reading a rule. Okay.
I
Sweet.
probably didn't say it, but I meant it.
Yeah, we know
Okay,
our rhythms.
so is
We're
it
back in our
still
rhythms.
Up?
It is 100% still up.
Ugh, this stupid plant. Okay, we're gonna go at it again.
Okay. That actually misses. Because when you roll a 1, you always miss.
Of course.
It just sinks into the tree. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from a distance, too, where the tree stops and where this creeper is. So, it just sticks right into the thing. Okay, the Ablisses get to go. Doink. Unless you had any other movement or additional actions you would like to take.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Ablisses keep flying down this way. It's weird because they're not making any noise. You just hear the flapping of their wings.
How high off the ground are they? Like way up there?
Only like 10 feet.
Okay.
And one more thing real quick. Okay. Okay, that's that. Vim.
Da 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 da. Vim's going to move down here. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here.
Okay.
That's his full movement. He's going to take shot at this guy right here. With his short bow. Ah, it's luck. I'm going to roll luck. Or use luck to re-roll that.
Okay.
10.
And that was this guy here?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you hit 100%. 6 points of damage. 7 points of
I
damage
used the
because plus 1 arrow. Yeah.
7.
Yep. Boink.
And that's my turn.
That's my mama. Legendary action occurs at this point. Everybody's head's kind of pointed in a different direction. So here's what happens. Between Vim and Sven, I chose to take a legendary action. Running down on the right side here is an almost 7-foot tall woman, you think, covered in this dress made of feathers of just what feels like hundreds of different colors, just gorgeous feathers flowing off of her. They cover her face, you see her eyes, and then they cover the rest of her head. She's got that rich, deep skin of a Chultan woman.
We're losing you, Brock.
Sorry, I'm also losing my voice. She's got that rich, deep skin of a Chultan woman. Her head is covered with this ornate, feathered headdress. Same with her mouth, and her body has this, like, with a dress made of the very same feathers. And she's running and goes, "You have disturbed," and you all hear this even though she's whispering, "You have disturbed the place of my worship. It is time for you to die." And at that moment, you see her rip her mask off. And instead of a human face, you see green snakes writhing in a mass off the top of her head.
Fucking great.
What are we doing?
Sven.
I don't like snakes.
That's really gross. And I almost tried to just fuck a tree. Hey, Jax, we have something in common. We should talk later about it.
Jax is having feelings for a whole other tree at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cheating on Bayer right now.
Jax, no!
She's really making her way around the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
The jungle.
I have a tree fetish. It's the thing.
Should have been a ranger.
Wow. So this tree right next to me is still popping, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, that tree be poppin'.
All right, I'm going to try and get the hell away from it.
Sure.
Shit, everyone's locked down, y'all. Damn. Well, so can I tell if I'm in combat with it and I'm trying to saddle away and it's trying to snap at me as I move?
No, all of it's physical. It has never physically attacked you.
So it's just like a straight tree, just like causing mindgasms in my head.
Yes.
Damn, that's cold. I'm out of here. So I'm gonna walk away from it. Does it dunk me? Wow. All right, cool. And I'm gonna fire an arrow at the tree because it's too much for me. Longbow. Yeah.
Longbow, shoot.
Go get your longbow.
Wow, that's funnier than I thought. That was really funny.
Hits.
Yes.
Mr. Hopscott, thank you for the follow. We deeply appreciate it, man. That's a hit for 7 damage.
Hobo Scott.
Nicely done. Hobo Scott. I read it wrong. 7 damage.
I'm gonna try and menacing strike this tree. I want it to know I mean business. So,
Interesting.
I know. I didn't think about it for the zombie because I was like, that's absurd. But you know what? I just tried to have coitus with this tree. Anything's possible.
You know, it's not one of its being charmed is not one of its conditioned immunities. So I'd allow it. Yeah.
If it can make me love, I can make it fear. Let's go.
That was amazing.
Thank you. So man, it's been a while since I did this. I guess it makes a yeah, I guess all it is too is I hit and it makes a gosh darn it. Well, what is it? Wisdom saving throw? What is it?
It rolled a 5.
Nice! I scared the tree, guys.
Yes, you do. I mean, it can't get any closer to you, and it is a disadvantage to attack you.
Good, and it has
Because
to run away if it can.
It sadly cannot.
I'm waiting for its turn. I think you're just trying to play me. You want to build up this tension. I get it. I'll wait and see what it does. But anyway, I think I'll also do an extra bit of damage.
Oh yeah, you get a second attack, right?
Yeah, and
Mr.
also
Fighter?
do an extra D8.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do an extra D8 damage.
D8. Okay.
There you go.
Another 8.
That'll do it.
And I guess since I gotta second wind is a bonus action, I think, for me.
Yes, second wind is a bonus action.
Good. I really gotta do that. But I gotta finish out my attack first. I'm gonna fire. Where's the lady? I can't see her on the map right now.
She is over here. Boop.
Zalcor?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there she is.
Over by us. Cool.
That's a bit of a called shot. You know, I'm gonna keep shooting this tree. Ha! I got a job to do. Okay.
All right, do it. Do it. Hits.
Wow.
Just
If I miss this tree, I don't know what I'd think of me.
12. It'd be weird if you missed the tree, because that's what Bryn does. Oh.
Really? Hey. Yes, I
Aw.
missed that.
Minus 12.
Then I'm gonna heal for 4 plus my fighter level, which is 6, 10.
10.
Feels good. 10. A little better.
Anything else?
That is finally. I'm gonna move next to Kazara. Hey, girl.
Hey,
Hope you
girl.
didn't see that.
Hey.
Hi.
Oop, Kazara, it's your go.
I guess I will just use Toll the Dead on this thing right here.
Bong. Just enough to watch it kind of melt away and go down. All right. So the Medusa is going to take its second legendary action.
Can I move?
Oh, you may. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm sorry. One more time. Where's the Medusa bitch at?
Over here on the far right.
Oh, is she here?
Oh, okay.
Oop. She's actually here. Sorry.
I'll just go right. It's all her difficult terrain.
No, only when you see big roots.
The roots. Okay. I'll just go right here.
Okay. Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Another legendary action. Zalcori, having taken off her hood, yells at Bryn. Says, "You! Look at me and tell me you are not defiling this place!" And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
We're totally not defining this place. I'm not.
I didn't cheat on anything.
I
Have
promise.
we been doing something different than what we're doing?
And this should terrify you. Bryn, you are compelled to turn around and stare her directly in the eyes.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You're gonna get Medused.
It's like seduced by worse.
Medused all over. It'll make you stone hard.
You feel your body start to slow down. Vim, as you turn around and look at her as this happens, you can see the back of her neck, and it's starting to gray out.
Oh shit.
No.
Artis is gonna run down this way and attack that guy. Two attacks. Rolls a 4 and a 2 and is super helpful. Yellow Musk Creeper is going to. What now?
Does he take the slashing damage now? Or the
Oh, he
from
does.
daggers?
Yes, it is. So go ahead and roll your no. When you got charmed, the spell dropped.
No.
Beep.
That's what.
I'm sorry.
That's
You feel this wave of energy pulling you towards the creeper, and you feel as if all of the cares in the world are starting to melt away from you at the same time. It's as if everything you worried about, the loss of your parents, this weird thing going on with Bayer, all of it just starts evaporating mote by mote as you take 14 points of psychic damage.
oh boy.
Well, thanks for showing up to the finale, guys.
Yeah.
Gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night.
TPK.
TPK. No. Maybe.
Yeah,
No.
Maybe.
Okay.
And you'll all die with me, and I'll never be alone.
Okay. Two dudes gonna attack Artis. Boop. One of them hits for 5 points of damage. Greyhawk channel with 300 bits. What's up, guys? Thank you. That's amazing. I love you. I love you. Okay. That's the zombies. So it's Bayer's go. What's he gonna do? Thank you, Greyhawk channel. You're very nice. He is gonna try and climb up this way. Yeah. And do that. And cast something in order to try and help. All right, so we're gonna do. He doesn't have a lot of combat going on, so he's gonna cast Sacred Flame. I think it's Sacred Flame. Yeah. F it. It works. All right, Sacred Flame. He creates this ball of fire in his hand, and it's got like this golden motes around it, and he chucks it at this Medusa wearing the gorgeous flowery dress, and it just hits her square in the shoulder. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but oh man, what's going on with all the love right now? I love to love you. This channel loves you for being here. I'm rolling damage at the moment, so I can't see who did that, so thank you. And it doesn't do a ton of damage, but he's trying to, like, break her concentration or something. And that's Bayer. Ghost.
Ghost is scared for me.
Mwah,
Okay.
mwah, mwah.
But he's so far away from me.
He's very far away from you.
Very far away from me. Let's see. Ghost is going to, let's see. He's just gonna start running back this direction. Can he get, how far can he get from where he's at with this difficult terrain that he's
So
dealing with?
he's got 40 feet of movement. So what he could do, like, it looks to me like his most efficient path would be to run to here, right? And then jump across. Why aren't you going to the little clicky thing? There you go. Jump across, and then run down to here, right? That's going to avoid all the difficult terrain and get you your max movement. So,
Okay.
right,
Let's
because that'll be
go
plus
back
dash.
to
We'll get you to there.
here.
Yeah.
Does he
Yeah.
need to make an athletics
He
check
does.
now?
He does need to make an athletics check to jump across. Lower DC because it's only 10 feet instead of 15.
Oops, I still had the advantage button clicked.
That's okay. 14's good enough. It's only a 10-foot jump, and because he's a wolf, I'm giving him a little extra zhuzh. And yeah,
Okay.
then yeah, he makes it down to here.
And then he can get down to here. Okay.
So yeah,
And that's his go.
yeah, runs over that way. Jax, would you kindly make me a wisdom saving throw?
Would you kindly?
Now.
Would you kindly?
Well,
You are still compelled to walk directly towards the plant. And as you get there, you start putting your hand on it. Just a little bit. And then it's Brent's go. You're into it. Yeah. So you are disadvantaged. You have half movement and are disadvantaged on all attack rolls.
Because of this stupid lady?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, disadvantage. Alright. Can I try and cast? Let's see. I think this is what I want to do.
Balls! What?
Um,
I cast balls! Okay. Cordon of arrows. You plant 4 arrow pieces of non-magical ammunition in the ground within range and lay magic upon them to protect an area until the spell ends. Whenever you or a creature other than you comes within 30 feet of that ammunition for the first time on a turn or ends a turn there, 1 piece of ammunition flies up to strike it. The creature must succeed on a... Aw, Castle Mac Sean, thank you for the biddy boos. We're having a great night tonight, guys. I love you all. This is our first night back in like 4 weeks. Get a ton of people dropping by. It's feeling good. Feeling good. It's going to be a good night. I can feel it. The creatures must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 piercing. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the next time someone comes within 30 feet of you, and there's one person within 30 feet of you now, and I will rule that as them having to take that damage on their go.
would that be them?
Yeah, that would be her, but it'll be on her go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to cast that and
Okay. That is your action. There's no shooting after that.
okay, right. Is there any movement that I could make that I would still be within 30 feet of her, but have
It's
any
in 30 feet
coverage
of...
from her?
It is in
You
the...
don't have. The
Oh,
cord of
it's
arrows
just
stays
from-
where it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cord of arrows is placed right there. You
Yeah, it
don't
stays
move
no
it
matter
with
what.
you. Yeah.
Okay. So is there anywhere that I'd be able to take any type of coverage from her?
You have 15 feet of movement.
Okay.
Oh, Captain J. Cross, thank you. So you tell me where you can get with 15 feet of movement, right? So you can get there.
Drop off the edge into the water. Honestly.
Take a little swim.
It's only a foot. I'm not gonna drown. Okay.
You'd have cover.
All right. I'm gonna go like right here.
Okay. Is that all you have?
Uh-huh.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
But I don't wanna. At disadvantage?
No. The saving throw is not a disadvantage.
Should we put something there?
Oh my god.
It.
Okay, team. As Bryn moves to run off the side of the second level of the gardens here, you see her start to slow down and slow down. And by the time she's jumped off, she's almost fully stone. She lands in the water with a harder splash than you'd expect from something made of flesh and bone. Bryn has been turned into a statue. And is no longer in the combat.
Fuck.
It's a good looking statue.
Dang.
Emphasis.
Like her. Perfect resemblance. It's uncanny.
So they can make it down to here, 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 and down to here. Okay. And that's their go. And then it's Zelkore's go. Zelkore is going to stride up 10 feet. And And where's her thing? There it is. Shoot. Actually, she's going to back up 10 feet because there's a lot of you. Yeah, she'd probably be right there. Let's see. Oop, no. Measuring stick. Measuring stick! No, one more. Okay. Blink. All right. So, Vim, did you shoot at her last turn? What was your last action? Okay.
No, I shot across the water to one
Okay.
of these dudes over here.
So Bayer was looking at her, so Bayer is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. He makes it.
Did she take her damage from being in the cordon of arrows?
Oh yeah, D6. Doink.
Yeah.
3 points of damage.
Is
Oh
there
no,
something we can put
Cordon of
here?
Arrows is a concentration spell, correct?
Oh,
Oh no, it's not a
no.
concentration
No,
spell. It
that's
just
not
stays. Okay,
It's
so
just
yeah,
there.
she takes 4
It's
points of
there
damage.
no matter what.
Yeah.
4 points of damage. Bye, Captain J. Cross. And then she's going to shoot a longbow at Vim.
Longbow. Okay.
What is your AC?
16.
Okay, so that's going to be a 19 and a 24. Okay, so that's 2 hits.
Yay.
1d8 plus 2 both times. So a 6 and a 5 for 11 points of damage. It's 2 arrows. One of them like embeds in your thigh, and the other one kind of gets you in the arm.
Okay. 5, so 11 total. We're good. I'll just accept it.
Yep. Sven. I'm sorry, Vim. It's actually your go. I don't know what I just did there.
Okay. Shit. Have I put together what just happened with Bryn? Like, did I see?
Make a
I'm not smart.
history check.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. 9.
No, you have no idea. 9.
All right. I'm. The player knows what's going on, but Vim does not. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. How far am I away?
You're 30 feet away on purpose.
Yeah. My movement is 30. I can get there. I can get up to her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get up to her and hit it. Yeah, with Wrath.
Okay.
No advantage, no sneak attack or anything here. Just
She will force you to make a Constitution saving throw
before I strike, or
when you turn around and look at her.
8.
You feel yourself starting to slow down.
No.
You hit right up on her.
Well, I wouldn't have gotten that far then, would I?
No, she's going to do it once you engage because she's an egotist.
Okay. So I rolled a 12 to hit.
She likes to watch it happen. That was not as good as I wanted it to be when it was in my mouth. No, I wanted it to be better. Oh, actually, that inadvertently turned out great. Never mind.
Wait a
You wanted
second.
it to be when it was in your mouth.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you are. I will say that it takes effect at the end of the turn because the timing on it's weird. So you still get to attack normally.
I rolled a 12. With
A
my
12 does
first-
not hit.
I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
Roll it again.
Okay.
20.
That 100%. No about to doubt it.
No about a doubt it with 7 piercing.
I already got it.
And then
How did I doubt it?
for the 7 piercing, and then I want to offhand. Just hit her with the offhand dagger
Okay.
for 6, so nothing.
Yeah, it's a nothing.
Yep.
All right. As you come in and you chink against her armor, it does a little bit of damage across her chest. But you feel yourself as you're like recoiling from the blow. Your arm, you're like, why is it so slow? I'm not getting into position quick enough. This doesn't feel right. What's going on? Sven.
Now it's my time to shine briefly before our light is snuffed out. Say inspiringly.
Yeah.
Damn, these birds are everywhere. No luck at getting that lady still. She's she's getting stoned with him now.
You've got a longbow.
I do. I'm afraid. Well, actually, there's only one tree between me and.
You have unobscured line of sight from where you are right now.
You're right. I've been wrong this whole time. Time for heroic longbow action.
Heroic longbow action.
All right, Kazara, take care of these birds. I'm gonna fire arrows at that one person.
Oh.
Got
Are
it.
you sure?
Uh-oh. I think my headphones just turned off. Oh, no.
No, you're here. What?
I hope you guys don't hear an echo or anything.
Oh, I heard an echo.
Nope.
Yep. It's
All
fine.
right,
Don't worry about it. Keep pushing.
Looks like it works seamlessly. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to then, I'll just fire a shot at Salcore.
Salcore.
Yeah.
Hits.
Miss?
Hit.
Wait, which?
Hit.
Oh, I thought you said miss. Okay.
Hit.
You fooled me. So I'm going to menacing strike.
Feel menaced.
She has to make a wisdom saving throw against my prestigiously big DC.
I've heard that you're prestigiously big.
Prestigious.
Prodigious.
A wisdom saving throw. Okay. And if she fails, I will tell you in a moment. She rolled a 4.
Yes! What's her total, though? I might.
5.
Wow. Well, then, she's frightened of me, and that means... I think I do something. I think,
You do an extra d8 of damage.
yes, let's roll that. You're right.
Yes. And then they are...
They are
cannot get any closer to you.
has
and-
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Against you, yes. Or is
No,
it
just
all of them?
While the source of the fear is within line of sight.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
And she
Excellent.
can't move closer.
And you have a second attack.
I'm just gonna unload on this. lady.
Unload!
Here we go. Get ready for a Bowen. What did you say? What did you say last time? I was in like longbow, shoot.
Longbow! Shoot!
Yeah, you did that. Yeah,
Hits!
just like that. So good. And
Hits!
longbow.
For 7. Okay. She's starting to look full of arrows. A little. She's not super hurt
Good.
yet.
Now, action, sir.
Action, surge.
Yeah.
Hits. Baby.
Right.
Nice.
Longbow.
For another 10. Awesome.
I get to take another. Yeah, I do.
You do. You
I
get to
make
attacks.
Another attack.
Yeah, baby. You get to attacks. Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Hits.
And I'm rolling so good. This is unlike me.
As you shoot her again, you hear this. No, I will not be defeated. My love, we must fight them together. We must remove them from this holy place. And around her, this glowing golden warrior wearing a Tyrannosaurus head helmet grows up 20 feet around her, carrying a shield in one hand and a spear in the other, and looks like it's ready to attack anything that comes close. It's just encompassing her.
Horrible.
Kazara.
Not one bunch of you. Oh.
I had this plan in my head, but I still want to do it. I really want to fireball.
Yeah.
You do what you gotta do.
Sven would probably, or Sven. Vim
Do what you feel is right, Kazara.
Tell me. Do what you must.
Do what you feel is right.
I mean, this is the perfect distance.
Sure
yeah,
is.
I have 150 feet range with fireball.
Nice.
Oh my god. Wait, kill Vim?
Sure is.
Oh no. Wait.
I'm
Oh.
literally next to them. I'm literally right there.
What if you try to
Yeah,
go
but-
behind him?
Yeah, you can do it behind,
Yeah, you
Okay,
can do it
so
behind.
right?
it would
Like you
have
could
to
put it
be-
here.
Put it behind.
Okay, I'll center it there.
From behind.
I will center it so that it does not hit Vim. I will hit
Okay.
you from the back.
Like, oh my god, no.
Yeah, she fails her dex saving throw, and so is going to take all of that 32 big old damage straight to the face. In her anger, once that's done, she is going to... Oh, do you have any movement?
No, because I think they get an attack of opportunity if I move right now.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, so I'm going to stay here.
Okay. She's going to take a legendary action to make an attack against Vim. Boop! Misses. I'm a big spender. Hey, Big 8. Artist goes, and you see this glowing light come off of his sword. Maybe he's a paladin. I don't know. He's what I need him to be. He's not the hero we need. He's the hero we have. Whatever. Shut up.
Close enough.
Want him to be.
Oh, hey, both of them hit. I'm going to say that takes this one down because there's going to be some significant radiant damage along with that. But that's his whole go. Yellow Musk Creeper is reaching out to Jax again. But this time, you're able to resist the lure of it a little bit, and you're not going to take any damage. Then Yellow Musk Zombie, attack against Artis, misses. Buyer is gonna come up to Vim and touch him on the back and cast Lesser Restoration. Yeah, I have that. Good. Yep, cast Lesser. Yeah. Technically, I'm a cleric. I have all of my spells, but actually I have it written down here.
I have that.
And so, you are no longer feeling like you're slowed down.
Okay, and I pieced together that it's because I looked at her, right?
Yes. For the people watching, I have a house rule with restoration and things like basilisks and medusas and things like that, where if you lesser restore, you can lesser restore the lesser effect, right? So if somebody gets to you, before you turn into a statue, you can use lesser restoration on them to have them shake the effect off. I feel like the cost is appropriate, but once you've turned into a statue, it does require greater restoration. And that's his whole go. Ghost.
Ghost starts whimpering. Okay, Ghost is going to try and walk over as far as he can into the water next to me.
Okay.
Does he need to make an athletics check or anything?
No,
to
he
be
can
able
hop
to
down easily.
get through there?
Yeah.
Okay, he's just going to come over here with me and begin trying to figure out what's going on.
He starts nuzzling up at you and like looking at your leg and
I'm like whimpering.
yeah, and whimpering, and he kind of like circles around you a couple times. Jax, make me a wisdom saving throw. Piece on your leg a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
He does not ever do such a thing.
He's just marking his territory.
You have successfully been able to shake off the effect of that, but sadly that's her whole turn.
No.
This Iblis is going to move here, this Iblis is going to move here, this Iblis is going to move here, this Iblis is going to move here. And that's all they're going to do. Yay, somebody threw a penny at our head. Woo, thank you, Castleman. Penny at the face for the leg pee. Thank you. All right, so it's Zelkori's go again. Oh, Castleback Raven with 100 bits. Thank you, lady. We love you hard. We love you long time. Oh, and it was you with the 1 bit, too. Yay, thank you for chucking a penny at our head and then giving us a whole $1. That's very nice of you. We're very much in love with all of the love that's happening tonight. But it's Zelkori's turn. He would never have peed on you. No, he would never have peed on you. Zelkore is gonna hit you once with her longsword.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. And then...
Who, me?
Oh, it's a short sword. Okay. Beep. For a grand total of 3 points of damage.
I'm gonna use uncanny. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
Rocking and rolling.
We like it when people throw pennies at our head.
Yes, keep throwing pennies at our head. It's fine.
No problem with it at all. I just think it's funny to say you threw a penny at our head. And that's our whole go. So Vim, please make me a Constitution saving throw. At the beginning of your turn, as you are obviously staring at her.
Oh, I guess I would be, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you and Byron both.
Oh!
You make it. You make it. You make it.
Disengage! Run! My bonus action to disengage, and
Okay.
I am running as fast as I can away. How far can I go? Let's see, 5, 10.
You can disengage
25.
30. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to drop down below this right next to the Bryn statue and
Okay.
be out of line of sight.
Oh, so you're gonna
And-
like duck down behind it.
I'm literally just going to like sit in the water and just be like, ah.
Okay.
Not even realizing that Bryn is right here next to me. I'm just, yeah.
Yep. Sven.
Oh, I want to also shout
Oh.
something along the lines of run or something like that. Don't look. I say don't look at it. I say don't look at her. That's what I say.
I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna run. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to look at her. I need to get a closer look. I'm going to get within 30 feet.
Yep.
I can't look at her right now.
Sven, it is your go.
I want to shoot her. I'm gonna shoot her.
Okay.
I would say in my state, I don't realize that there's a range to it, but you guys have already kind of looked at her and shot at her and nothing's happened.
I guess
So, like,
so.
Shit.
take my advice with a grain of salt. But
My
yeah,
ignorance is working out for me today.
I did not.
13 points of damage. She's starting to look pretty rough at this point.
Good. Let's make her a little rougher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another hit.
It's time to get a little rougher.
For another 13. I love your consistency.
Thank you. I've been working hard at it.
And she kind of takes a knee for a second, but as she does, and as you hit her, you see this golden being, this warrior god almost above her, take its spear and strike down at Bayer, doing 3d8 damage immediately, without a save or anything.
Look! Not fire! Take me instead. I'm old and not a tree.
No! 16 points of damage.
He's got so much to live for.
Oh, did I not? You have way more hit points than that. Did he take damage? Bayer didn't take damage before now, did he?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah. I screwed up his hit points at some point. Let's see. Doop.
Let's all just go back to full.
Yeah,
It's
he's a
fine.
41. Yeah, he's a 41. Okay. So I don't know why that says 21. Okay. So, but he does take 16 points of damage. As this, like, golden spear slices through him. Some leaves fall, and it's very sad. And then Kazara.
I mean,
What
I really want to do is throw another fireball over there.
I think you should go with what you feel.
Yes.
Okay, same spot. Let's fireball this bitch.
Y'all nuts. Damn. All right. DC 15 dexterity saving throw coming in. Fails. So, Kazara,
Yes.
this fireball explodes and starts expanding out towards her. How do you take her out?
I want her snake heads to singe and burn, and I want her beauty to just dissolve immediately as she looks horribly disfigured and fucked up. And if I don't know if that burning radius does anything to the guy around her, but that would be cool too.
As the fireball explodes, you see her top to bottom. First, the Medusa snakes are burned off her head, and for a moment there's a flash of who she was before. This gorgeous, Cleopatra-like queen. Before you see the flesh melt off her face and the rest of her body as this cloak that she's wearing just goes up in smoke, and she drops to the ground a charred husk. And as that happens, the Eblis, taken out of their charm, fly away. And we can also end combat at this point because you guys are pretty close to taking out the thing, and we can just narrate. The rest of the combat happens. Artist takes that out, and we find ourselves now at the end of this combat with one of your party members turned into a statue, sitting in the water.
Buyer, come do your thing. Buyer.
What? Okay. He runs over and he casts a spell, and it doesn't seem to have any effect. I can't reverse this. I can't. It's beyond my. It's beyond my ken. I don't think I don't have the power to reverse this.
There's got to be some. Maybe we can take her somewhere and get it reversed somehow. There has to be some way.
We're hundreds of miles from anywhere.
I mean, but nobody knows anything about.
She's been petrified. She's turned into a statue. It takes significantly powerful magic, more powerful than I have, says Buyer, to reverse this.
Aside from just like strapping her to the boat and
like
going
demigod
somewhere.
magic, like what? Because
I can't do anything at this point.
we can't just leave her here. We can't let her die. We have to do something.
I mean, maybe it was written for her to die.
I don't think so. I know.
So, Buyer says she's with the keeper of this place gone. She's very likely as safe here as anywhere else in the jungle. We have to... I don't know. The only thing we could do is go back to Port Nine Zaru unless we find someone along our path. But we don't have that kind of time. Do we have that kind of time? Can we do that? I can't fix her.
I mean, we probably don't have that kind of time. But we have to bring her somewhere if we want to undo this somehow. But that would put us off our quest entirely. Is there anything inside this building that could reverse this? Can she, like, look into a mirror or...
No. The only incredibly strong healing magics, divine magics, can change this.
Vim gets up and starts stalking towards this building to find a way inside. He's looking for something that can fix this.
As you continue to search through these buildings, there's nothing. There's a large statue in this large building up here. And there's another petrified person in there standing directly next to it. As you look back in this pool back here, you realize that in the bottom of the pool itself are more petrified fish and birds and alligators and even a few other people. Even when you go over to look in her what you believe to be her chambers, which are over here, you find a well-appointed room, but no magical scrolls, There's a black lotus. And then this room over here, on the other side, is simply an empty aviary where the abyssesses were.
Just put some bird shit everywhere, huh?
Yeah. It is covered in bird shit.
I'm totally not looking up Harry Potter lore at all to find out how we reverse this.
It would be a Beezor. No, I don't know what it is.
I legitimately don't know what to do.
You heard.
Are we just gonna-
There's nothing we can do.
I'm just gonna leave her here and go about our journey and come back for her?
Oh, we're definitely coming back. We're definitely coming back.
Maybe we can find something describing maybe some kind of literature, a scroll, a carving that will help us inside. I don't know.
Some mage, some stuff. There's nothing inside. I've just looked.
Oh.
Our artist will
Nothing.
chime in and say, "You need." I've seen this before. You need a relatively powerful healer to fix it. It's it would restore her body and soul, but it's a higher powered version of that kind of magics that nobody here has.
Where do you recommend we find someone like that?
Nine Zaru would be the obvious place to look.
How long will it take us to get back to Port Nine Zaru?
From here, assuming everything goes perfectly,
Which it won't.
a month
Oh!
at least.
I just don't want to leave her here. I mean, that's not what at least Jax wants. Like, I don't want to leave.
Kazara's pretty much like, well, this is what her lot in life is.
That's a very Raven Queen thing. That's very in keeping with your belief system. Taking
mean-
inspiration for it, actually.
Oh. I mean, I have one already. So-
Really?
I didn't use the one from Jax, so.
Oh, no, this is different. This is that little circle in the upper left-hand corner.
That's the one I clicked already.
Oh, no. That's, so there's two... D&D's a little fuzzy on this. There's two different types of inspiration. There's Bardic Inspiration, which is a D8 at this point for Jax that you can use on any D20, essentially, that you roll. And then there's Inspiration, which I rule as allowing you to have advantage on any given roll.
Okay, so at this
Yeah.
point, if I were to use Bardic Inspiration, would it end like at the end of the day or something?
Bardic Inspiration lasts like 5 minutes, Jax, is that right?
Yes.
An hour,
Oh, it's
maybe?
gone. Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's not just temporary.
It's not very long.
I will accept your regular inspiration. Thank you.
I was trying to reward you because I forget to use Inspiration all the time as a reward for in-character play. And
I forget to use my inspiration all the time. I've had this tick mark on here for months, and I've never used it. That I got once.
Right?
Vim just stalks off and starts looking for the shit we're trying to pick up in this garden.
I mean, yeah, that's what Kazara would do too.
Quietly and by himself, and if someone tries to come near him, he moves away. He's just looking for the stuff.
Sven, how are you with all this? What are you doing?
I'm resting. I'm reconsidering my life and my ways. God, fuck a tree.
Got to fuck a tree.
Well, more or less, I'll accompany Kazara wherever she goes, and use investigate along the way.
Okay.
I can do that.
So it is 11:30,
Mm-hmm.
and we are going to end here. As you all figure out how to deal with the loss of one of your party members, we're going to end the game for the evening. And there's a bit of news, if you hadn't heard. Tonight was Katie's last night with us.
Oh. Why?
Wow. I love
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a series wrap on Caitlin.
But now we don't have a ranger.
Not have a ranger.
It was hard.
everyone.
Way to go
Yeah.
out.
God,
like a
I thought I was
stone cold
going out
fox.
with her. I thought I was going out with her.
You
for a
nearly
minute.
did. I thought you were going out with her. I thought Sven was going to go out with her. I
I
was
was
worried
like,
Jax
oh
was
my
going to go out
God.
with her. Yeah.
I'm like, I just saved my ass with that crit. Like, oh my god. When I critted that con save.
Yep.
Jeez.
And that
Okay.
How's everybody doing? How we doing, guys?
I didn't know she was leaving us.
Yeah.
That was
A little magical potion on her head or
I was
something.
like, why are you making it so hard to bring her back? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
it would actually be that hard. That was a deadly encounter. That would be that hard for any of you, but I did set it tactically up to where she'd be the first person hit by it. Also giving you all the warning because we talked before game
Yep.
and we're saying goodbye to our lovely bird murderer tonight.
Yeah,
That's what-
like level 6. I was like, easy. We'll just like find some like water somewhere and like sprinkle it, and it'll be good. Whatever, no problem. We're that good, but like, all right, I guess it's done. Damn.
Yeah.
I had a great
Well-
time playing with all you guys.
Oh, we had a good time playing with you too.
Yeah.
It's been so. We've been playing together since like September.
I know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
It's almost a year.
I know.
It is almost a year at this point. Jeez.
Well, maybe someone can come in and barbarian for us.
So we can talk about it off stream if you guys want to bring in another person. We can find a way to make that happen. I don't want to be immediately thinking about replacing our beloved brain,
I know.
but if you guys want to,
It's so big. We have to fill that place in our hearts now.
Who else is
Yeah.
gonna murder birds when they see a snake?
right?
I know, right? Nobody can fill the bird murderer shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The birdering.
We're gonna put those up on the shelf with the unfillable bird murder shoes.
All right.
The
Well,
murderer. Bless you.
let's go around and tell me what you guys thought about tonight. And if you had fun, I hope you did. And do a little shout out. We're going to give first honors, of course, to Katie Lynn.
Thank you. I had a great time playing this campaign. I enjoyed getting to play with all of you guys. This was my first D&D experience, like online, with other people besides just my direct family. I had a blast and lots of fun, and I will miss you guys, and I will continue to tune in and watch you guys to see how the adventure continues.
Love you.
No, thank you.
Vim?
Yo.
Finrad?
Zan's a little conflicted because like I like playing with her, but I get to see her all the time anyway, so it's okay. I had a hard time, like, because I knew ahead of time that this was gonna happen, and so it was like, that's why I was like, okay, I have to separate player knowledge from character knowledge, and Vim is an idiot and wouldn't know any better, and so he ran in there, and I legit thought, okay, I'm going down too. Like, oops. But yeah,
Yeah.
kind of weird. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, now it's kind of weird that there's not going to be a print there, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Me too. And you're at FanRand on Twitter and Twitch. And
Oh
on
yeah,
Amazing
yeah.
Variety
Fan Rand, and I'm
Streamer
in McKnights every
yeah.
other Tuesday, and I'm in
Yeah.
Blades Come Out on Sundays, and I stream every damn day on Twitch at Fan Rand, and we play Elder Scrolls Online and have a blast. So
Yeah.
that's me.
Okay. Nancy, you stuck around for the whole thing, despite I know you have to jet.
I actually do.
So get thee gone if you need to.
Okay.
Nancy Druid on Twitter.
Nancy,
Yeah.
the Nancy Druid on Twitter, one of our favorite human beings on the planet, and we'll get her to run another
Yes,
game for us
all
again.
of these people are really awesome, and I'm sorry. I only feel bad that I can't be around more often because I'm hustling.
You're busy. Life happens. You're on your
Making
hustle.
movies in
But I
Hollywood,
love-
guys.
Yeah.
She's
But I
making
really
movies.
do love all these people a lot, and you should too. And you should follow them. And that's it. And goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye.
Party
We'll
or
deal
booty
with
off.
loot next week. I promise, guys. Oh, and there goes the cameras. She lied to
Oh.
us. Okay.
Don't-
We got Sven
Probably
and
forgot.
yeah, she totally forgot. It was a heartbreaking night. We've got Sven and we've got Noah and Kim. So let's do Noah real quick.
Sven can go first. Though.
Well, they're the same person. I'm so confused. Kim.
Oh, sorry. I am going
Apparently,
first.
no one
Hi.
doesn't want to go first yet.
I'm Kimages on Twitch and at Kimages TV on Twitter, and I will also be playing D&D tomorrow for Storm King's Thunder, aka what is it called?
The Broken Throne.
The Broken Throne tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and then on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern for Blades in the Dark.
Blades
It's
in
gonna
the
be dope.
Dark.
And I really like Blades in the Dark because I get to play like basically a prostitute and like cool
Yeah.
shit, just like in addition to all that stuff that like I'm
wanna
super
play that
excited.
now.
Yeah, and I also stream video games on my channel, and I feel like there was something else, but I forgot.
I do not know. We love
Also,
you
I
at
love you guys.
Kimages TV and Kimages on Twitch. Yeah, love. Okay, and then Noah. I'll fix the cameras.
Hey, thanks.
Hey.
Yo, hi, I'm Noah. Caitlin's leaving the game. I'm in shock about that. I didn't have any preparations for that. Normally in the game, the plot change. Oh wow! But now this is like real life. This is different. So I don't know what to say at the moment. That's but you got some stuff to go do, so it's all it's groovy that you got to come hang out with us and play, and you got to enjoy your company, and now you got to go do your things and support that. That's good.
Yeah. All right,
Thank you.
and I'm love you guys. Yeah, love you, Katie, and we're gonna miss you hard. So I am at Throck Plays on Twitch or on Twitter. I'm also Throck Plays on Twitch, but I literally never stream on it, so it's not like you should go to that channel unless you want to look at some cool art that Kimage has made. Speaking of which, Kimage has made we didn't take a break today, but Kimage has made all the amazing stuff that you see on this channel right now, and is an amazing graphics designer, and we love her dearly, and she is my partner in crime for all things Welcome to Party related. And I am vamping as I look for someone to raid, because we do that at the end of our games. We share the love by throwing it over to another D&D game somewhere in the gaming universe. So I think we're going to send it to these lovely people, Mad Bird Streams, who I have never checked out before. I'm just going to make sure they speak English because they're on break. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to go to Cave House Gamers. Yeah, there we go. No one else I know is streaming right now, are they? Oh, Nerdalopedia is streaming. We'll just go raid Nerdalopedia. They've been great supporters of the channel. We love them madly. And they are also gamey type folk like us. They're more of a variety stream than we are. We're all D&D all week. You can find us Nerdolopedia. I think that's right. Lol. Olo. You can find us streaming literally 11 games a week, or not. Well, 11 total games, but 10 a week because one of them alternates.
Tuesday nights.
A ton of D&D, a ton of, we have one that's a Pokemon D&D game, we have one that's the Magic Gathering D&D game, we also do Blades in the Dark and Shadowrun, and we have a Fate game. It's lovely. We love you guys, and we're about to be out, so God bless you, and have a good night.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Join our Discord.
Yeah, Discord. Discord. Discord.
Go there right now.
Discord.
And we're out.
Wow.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.